one to the Russell Dewitt Center countdown to kickoff. Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, and guess who's back?
Coach Coleman's back.
There we go.
Glad to have him up here, and still glad to have Graham up here helping us out with the stats. But, man, what a night for Coach Coleman to be back with us.
Well,
for
it is homecoming.
It's homecoming. It serves its purpose tonight. We got him back at home.
He did this on purpose.
That's right. He had it all planned from
the beginning. So,
That's right.
Man, it is great to see Wes up here with us again, and I know he's excited to be home. And, again, the irony behind homecoming is pretty special. But, again, glad that everybody's joined us here on the Wildcat Football Network. It's a Thursday night. You're not you're not messed up with your schedule. We moved this game up in preparation for what looked like was going to be a major hurricane headed this way. But our thoughts and prayers go to those in Florida. That storm turned and went east, and not going to really affect us, not going to get anything tomorrow, but at the time had to go ahead and make the move to make preparations. But it's been a beautiful day for homecoming festivities. Great parade this afternoon. Thousands lined the street. Some really cool floats went down downtown Alexander City, and just a great night for football. Glad we're playing tonight. Chilton County along the way, Randy, a formidable opponent that we'll see here tonight. They're loaded with talent. They've lost a couple of really close games. They had a big lead on Helena, 28-8 at halftime. Ended up losing that game at the very end. They had a lead on Briarwood, ended up going to overtime with Briarwood. They've lost some really close games. They're at 3-3 on the season. We're going to have to play good tonight, and we did last week against Smith Station after the first drive. We settled in, had a 33-7 lead at the break. Looking for us to get off to a fast start tonight.
Well, we had a great conversation with one of our own. I wish Wes was down there with us to have that conversation tonight a little bit earlier with Austin Munkus, who was a great player here on the football and baseball diamond. But he's the head basketball coach at Chilton County, and I bring that up for a good reason. The skilled athletes that you'll see out there for Chilton County tonight, we saw last year in that sub-regional final, where the Wildcats having a chance to move on to the regionals for the first time in quite some time. And athletically, they match us, Brett. We saw it there that night. They got a linebacker in Riddick who a lot of teams want. My understanding is Florida State will be maybe helicoptering in on the field next week to see Chilton County play. And when you watch him out there off the hoof at 6'3", a little over 200 pounds, you understand why, don't you, Brett?
Yeah, you do. Tremendous athlete, and he's a great defender. He's the number one ranked player in the junior class in the state of Alabama, according to 24/7. We'll talk more about him in just a little bit, Randy. Our captains have made their way out to midfield, and that means it's time for the Scotty Gordon Cornerstone Insurance and Financial Group coin toss, auto, home, life, and commercial true asset protection at competitive rates and the best service. Our captains tonight, number 16, really can't say enough about this kid, man. Cedarian Morgan's really a freshman out there as a captain, but as you said, when you line it up against number 15 right beside him, Malcolm Simmons, and you say, okay, maybe he's the best-looking one of the bunch, that tells you something. Also number 26 out there, John Norris, and then is that 6 over there?
That's Jai Hicks.
It's
yes.
Jai Hicks. I just can't see it real good from where I am, but Jai Hicks also a great player for the Wildcats. We have the coin toss there, and we'll wait and see who wins that toss. Chilton County does win the Scotty Gordon Cornerstone Insurance coin toss, and they will defer to the second half. Our Wildcats will be in their maroon jerseys and the white pants tonight with the maroon headgear here on homecoming. And Chilton County in that white jersey, the royal blue pants with the orange and white stripe down the side and that orange headgear. And Randy looked like the old-time Florida Gators on the field. But Chilton County coming in, again, knowing their back's against the wall. They're 0-3 in region play, and they know they've got to have this win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. So this is a dangerous game for us. We're 1-1 in region play. We also have to keep pace. Homewood is 3-0 in the region, already wins against Helena, us, and I believe Calera.
Yes.
So they're 3-0, and they're leading the pack. So we got to keep pace. We can't really lose another one if we want to have a chance to come back and maybe win the region, and we also have to have a little help. But tonight's a big game.
It's a huge game. You know, the most important thing to me is I think we've got a really good football team, and I'd like to see us play our best football for 4 quarters. And, Brett, so far this season, I can honestly say we're 4-1, and we haven't played our best football for 4 quarters in any of those games. We've had a couple of quarters here and there where I thought we've been at peak performance on both sides of the ball, but not all together at the same time. And that would be so nice to see here tonight on homecoming for a lot of these seniors to move to 5-1 and get a big region win. And last week, first half, we couldn't play much better than we did there. That opening drive they had, they took it down the field, scored 7. We had 33 unanswered after that. That's about as good as we could play against a pretty good opponent last week. I hope we see that here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They'll be missing a key player for them tonight, Randy. Great basketball player, but outstanding football player, number 5, Jacavian Bolding. Really, really good football. That's a big deal for them, losing him tonight. They do have DeMarcus Riddick and a boatload of other guys. So I
think he's their best football player. I've watched a good bit of them. Plays receiver for him, Brett.
Right.
To me, he's their best basketball player, too. Wore 10 on the basketball court, if you remember last year in that sub-regional final. He's a super player, plays point guard for them. And so that is a tough, tough loss for them tonight. But they got plenty of athletes around there. I remember watching the Chilton County and Benjamin Russell game not very many years ago and going, I don't know if there's a college player out there on that field anywhere.
Well, there is now. So.
And, buddy, there are plenty of them on both sides of the ball.
Jorge Castillo will be kicking off. And it's the Tallapoosa forward opening first half kickoff. Castillo kicking right to left. Just a short approach. This will be a squib kick. Takes a big hop up into 30. And we're going to try to set something up, but we're going to be run down from behind. Is that Riddick?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the football game right out of the gate. He tosses our guy around like a piece of loaf bread back here. And he's a stud, man. He's ranked number 1 according to 24/7 in the junior class. And he's a force out there on the field for sure. But we go backwards there. We start 1st and 10 at our own 23, moving left to right.
Our junior quarterback, Gabe Benton, 1,380 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 2 INTs on the season.
He'll start in the shotgun, trips to the top here. He'll hand it to Malcolm Simmons around the left side, trying to turn the corner, does, and gets run out of bounds around the 25 and slides.
Yeah,
and that's going to be a 15-yarder added to it as he was drugged down out of bounds. So it was going to be a minimal gain of about 2 or 3 yards around the left side, but they'll add 15 more to it.
That's a horse collar penalty called over there on the sideline. Not a late hit, Brett, but a horse collar, and it's going to be the
they
same
just drug him down.
Distance it's going to go out for the Wildcats. So that really helps us out to get
they got
not
speed,
out of
man.
Yeah, not out of a hole, but hey, we had the corner. It was going to be 5 or 6 yards
no,
without the horse collar.
It's going to be 3. Because it's at 23, and he went out at the 25. They've got speed over there. And but we'll take that 15 to get us out past the 40 up to around the 43. So, again, showing that sideline-to-sideline speed there at the backer position for Chilton County. Ball in the far hash, hard snap count in the neutral zone. Another penalty for Chilton County.
Take that 5. Really good job by the junior quarterback. The more snaps that he takes, Brett, the more yards, chunk yards we call it, that he's able to pick up on things like this. Malcolm Simmons had a dynamic game last week, 224 yards of total offense, 3 touchdowns as well, 2 rushing, 1 in receiving. That 1 receiving was 93 yards, buddy. He's explosive.
Shotgun snap on 1st and 5. Gabe will roll out to his right under pressure, steps, fires, it's almost intercepted, and it's almost caught. It went through the defender's hands right into Chris Foster's hands, and Riddick had a chance at another pick. He had 2 interceptions last week against Tallahassee and 20 tackles in that game. Boy, missed a golden opportunity.
Well, that one possibly is taken back to the house.
What happened here?
If he picks this one off. Well, it's a catch by Chris Foster over here on the sideline.
Yeah,
it's a juggling catch.
Well, I thought he dropped it. They moved the chains up here to the 45. So, very lucky break. Here's Malik. And he's going to be pulled down across the 40 down to around the 37-yard line. So, a good run for Malik Maddox there. His first carry of the game, picked up 8 yards there, 2nd down and 2.
Malik Maddox, 217 yards, 4 yards per carry, 1 touchdown on the season so far heading into this game.
Quick snap, handoff right side over here, and there's going to be penalty flags flying everywhere. This one will come back. Ran it down to around the 25. Boy, the officials getting a workout early in this game. This 4 or 5 penalties already against both squads combined. And that'll be a hold against us over here on the corner.
And maybe that's what allowed us to get it, but it looked like pretty good blocking on this right side and got good push. Malik's ducking and dodging back there in the backfield and making plays after contact, and hate to see that one come back. But sets up second down 11, 10:55 to go here in the first. We're scoreless.
Wildcats across midfield into Chilton County territory. Ball sits at the 46. On this near hash, moving left to right. Trips up to the top, one down here to the bottom on the short side of the field. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap, going to hand it to Malcolm Simmons up the middle, and he's going to ride a wave of Tigers down inside the 42 to the 41.
One thing I've noticed with Malcolm, he's starting to get that pad level a little lower, starting to run a little tougher between the tackles, and he's not normally been a running back. So this first 5-6 weeks of the season, counting back to Madison Academy, really the first time he's probably been back there with a lot of carries. He's starting to get a lot better, I think, though, Brett.
Empty set
Man,
back
look at
there.
that wheel pattern out on the wide side.
You got 4 down here. It'll be a quick sweep play to Malcolm on the near side 40, and he spun down at around the 36. Going to be yards shy of the first down. So third down coming up for the Wildcats here at the 36.
I think that's going to be fourth down.
It is fourth down. That's right.
Yeah, 4th and 1. We'll send the heavy package in. D. Woods coming into the ball game along with Jai Hicks, Caden Hyde. You'll send Malcolm Simmons back there deep by himself, and we'll load this student body right here, Brett.
Heavy package in there. Shotgun snap high. Gabe can't get it, and he's not going to get it. That's Malcolm, in the backfield. And we had this last week.
Yeah, it was a major issue last week.
7 snaps. And there again, Malcolm Simmons just did a good job of being able to jump up and grab it. And by the time he was able to corral it, this has become a chronic issue for us here in the last couple weeks. This is not what you want to see. But a drive stalls out inside Chilton County territory up here at the 42-yard line now. Chilton County, their first offensive possession. Tough break right there. Got to get that one fixed. 2 wide, 1 to either side. Shotgun formation coming up for the Chilton County Tigers. Have a back behind their quarterback. It's Cannon Miller. Be taking the snaps, takes the snap. They're going to get them for delay of game. They did not have everybody set up. It took them forever to get the play off. So Chilton County been riddled with penalties so far in this game. Been sloppy so far on both sides. We had a bad snap, cost us an opportunity to move the chains. I think that's 3 or 4 penalties now for Chilton County. So they'll have it 1st and 15. Miller with a back beside him. Takes the snap, going to hand it to him. Up the middle, big hole, 40, 45, spun out, midfield, 45, and going to be drugged down inside the 40, down to around the 36, 37. Boy, that was parting the Red Sea right there, right up the gut.
Yeah, very poor tackling right there in the middle part of this defense for the Wildcats. Our 2 leading tacklers are our 2 middle linebackers, so they played extremely well this year. But not getting them down until a big gain up the middle. 24-yard run, and they're going to hand off here on 1st and 10 again up the middle across the 35 down to the 34. So that surge going right at this Wildcat defensive unit picked up another 3-4 yards there on 1st down. Savon Spradley, D. Woods in on the stop. That's now 45 tackles for the senior Savon Spradley on the season. Only 3 yards. Clock rolls, 8:44 to go here in the first. We're scoreless. But first offensive possession for Chilton County here tonight.
Stay in the pistol formation look. 1 receiver down here to the bottom. Cannon Miller going to hand off to his tailback. We grab him from behind. He's able to fight past the original line of scrimmage forward for maybe a half of yard. So 3rd down coming up for the Tigers inside the 35, right at the 34-yard line.
D. Woods all over the field right now. That's 2 consecutive stops that he's been in on. That one's not for a loss, maybe a half-yard gain, but he does have 9 tackles for loss on the season to go along with his 30 overall tackles. Just very aggressive up front, Brett, all over the field, and we'll need him to play that way tonight.
3rd and 7 for the Tigers. Miller, pistol. Takes it, going to hand off right up the middle, and we meet him in the backfield and drive him back.
D. Woods, 3 stops in a row for the senior D. Woods, just whooping the right side of that offensive front, Brett, getting off of them, and getting back there and making a stop. What's that? No gain on the play?
Yeah, 0. That's 4th and 7 coming up for Chilton County. Maybe about a half yard. It was at the 34, so it's between the 33 and 34 now. They're going to keep the offense on the field, and they'll split 3 down here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Choosing to keep the ball on the ground for the most part here in this drive. On a 4th down, Miller takes a snap, going to throw it over here to the left side. He's got his receiver at the 30, and he's going to be short. Going to be short by about 2 yards. Wildcats swarmed the football there as his pass was complete out here to Parker Willis. Willis had 3 Wildcat defenders on top of him to stop him right there at the point of attack. And the Wildcats also hold on downs and get the football back here at their own 33.
Yeah, both teams able to move the football somewhat, Brett, but can't get that key 4th down conversion. Here come the Wildcats quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Really in the same area of the field for both teams, too. They'll shift that bunch set over to the top of the formation. Plenty of time on the play clock, but going to be a stop and play here by the back judge. And they're going to make one of our guys get off the field because there's an equipment issue. And Nuke McKinney going to have to come off. David Lawson will take his place to the top of the formation. You got Corey Milner lined up down here to the bottom by himself. Ball in the near hash, moving left to right. Gabe Benton's going to roll the pocket to the left. Trying to set up, going to throw on the runs. Got his receiver at the 40, up to the 45 and spun down. That's a 1st down, compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates. David Lawson comes into the football game, catches one for about 14 yards.
Yeah, you got Malcolm Simmons running a go route, little wheel down that left sideline, and a deep 12, 15-yard out pattern to David Lawson, who on his 2 receptions on the season has 2 touchdowns, Brett, so that's his first reception that didn't go to the house.
He broke a bad streak, didn't he? Or broke a good streak, rather. Trips down here, actually 4 now to the bottom. Gabe will roll out to the right here on 1st down. Stepping up, now he's just going to take off and run. Midfield, and just going to be rolled out of bounds there by Riddick.
May have had Sedarian deep on that post pattern, would like to have it back. Also had Chris. It was way on the backside, but
got 5 yards almost.
I agree. I think that it's a good run forward, picking up positive yards, 4 to 5 yards there on 1st down, not taking a risk down the field. But we do have receivers running open.
Yeah.
We're going to hit some big ones.
2nd down and 6. Ball at our 49.
Look at these 2 safeties. You know, I've seen safeties deep, but not to the extent that I've seen against this team this year.
We got 4 wide up there. Going to set up a screen pass out here to Chris Foster, looking
Good
for some
block.
blocks. And broke 1 tackle down that far sideline and squirmed his way down the sideline across the 45 and out of bounds at the 40. That's another 1st down. That's a 10 or an 11-yard gain, depending on where they put the ball down. They give it to the 40, so that is an 11-yard pickup there by Chris Foster and another 1st down, compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates.
I know Coach Coleman, an old wide receiver coach over here, cheering for that blocking down the field. Malcolm Simmons, David Lawson, allowing Chris Foster to be able to get it ahead for that 1st down gain.
Scoreless here, 5:30 on the clock in the 1st quarter. We'll go screen over here to the right side of Malcolm Simmons. Boy, they grab him. Riddick right on top of him and spins him down. I tell you, man, that guy's strong and fast. And when he gets his paws on you, you're not going anywhere. You're not breaking his tackle. 2nd down and 11. That play lost a yard. And that's how fast he was, Randy. You liked the way that play looked in the setup, and, man, he blew it up. They had 3 guys down there, and he just kind of –
well, you'd like to go away from him.
Yeah, busted up the party right there.
Swing that one out to the opposite side of him.
2nd down and 11, going to hand off. No, fake it, going to quick screen out there to Chris Foster, 40,
Love
35,
it.
30.
Oh, man,
that outside.
He is
25, 20, 15, 10. Trying to get there inside the 5-yard line. Did he fumble the football? My goodness, he fumbled it inside the 5.
Yeah, it's a great tackle to get that football away. What a dynamic run by Chris Foster, though, making people look silly right in the middle part of that field, cutting it up that left sideline. They get that right paw in to knock it away inside the 5-yard line. But, my friend, you don't want this one to go their way, but we're going to move the football tonight. You can count on it. Gabe Benton is about to put up some major numbers.
You got to cash in, though, when you have an opportunity. 4:37, turn the football over this time inside the 5. Great run by Chris Foster, but lost it inside the 5-yard line. They hand off and just trying to get a little room across the 5, maybe up to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down and about 7 or maybe 8 more like coming up for Chilton County as they move right to left. Under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter, and there is a stream of cars that's still trying to get in here. They're not going to be in here by the end of the first quarter, but a lot of people still trying to get in this stadium here on homecoming night.
Jai Hicks on the stop there, Brett. He's the leading tackler coming into this ball game for the Wildcats with 45 on the season.
Shotgun snap, going to hand off, a little counter play up here, 10, 15. He's going to have a first down for Chilton County. They did a little trap play over here to the left side.
That's Riddick in the football game for the first time offensively, running the football hard, but that's not anything Riddick's doing. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. He's a super athlete, but that's pitiful tackling right in the middle part of that line for us and just letting him creep through and get 7-8 yards there up the middle.
Yeah, 1st and 10 at the 16. Moving right to left, no score here. Both teams right now trying to find some type of offense. Going to run it over there to the right side for only about 2 yards. Brings up second down as we tick under 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless here at the Sportplex on homecoming night. Chilton County with their second offensive possession. Wow.
First player I see coming up off the pile, Savon Spradley, and I think that's from the backside, Brett. He and D. Woods, maybe Zy Owens. But that was a lot better defense. Had those gaps protected, didn't have any cutback lanes to go to.
2nd and 8 at the 16. Miller in the shotgun. Going to look over here. Quick pass. Got it out here. 20. In open field. 25. Brought down across the 30 up to the 31. They've got quick guys at the receiver position too. Inslee Goggins on the tackle, but not before Chilton County picks up another big gainer, about 15, 16 yards across the 30 up to the 32. So that is a 16-yard pickup there for the Tigers.
Another one of those great basketball players for Chilton County. That's Kobe Worthy, another one of the starters that they have. 6'2", 190 pounds, great size, good physicality.
Miller with a strong arm too. Ball gets out of his hands quick. 1st down and 10. Boy, what a hit in the backfield at the 30. Going to drop him for a loss. Coming off the end over there is D. Woods. You've called his name 3 or 4 times tonight already, but a unblocked D. Woods coming off the edge there, going to drop him for a yard loss back to the 31.
Just plays so physical. 5'10", 5'11", 205, 210, very strong and quick off the edge, and if you don't get a block on him quick, he's going to make a big play in the backfield, and he does right there. That's his 10th tackle for loss on the season.
Trips to the top, one to the bottom here on 2nd and 11. Miller, quick screen way on the far side of the field, 30, 35, makes a man miss, 40, got another first down over there on that right side. They've got some guys in open field. They get them in space, Randy, and they can make our guys miss, and this is 2 times in a row they've picked up a big one. Just on that little swing pass out there, and they got a couple blocks. They move the chains out here to the 43.
We'll have to change up a little bit. We'll have to bring our corners up a little tighter and force them to try to hit us over the top. But you look down here to the bottom side of the field, we're 10 yards off the receiver here.
They're going to run the football,
Man,
and again in the backfield, but he fought forward and got back to the line of scrimmage. The guy's a possessed football player tonight.
D. Woods. I'd say 5 or 6 tackles. Maybe not all solo tackles, but he's been involved already in 5 or 6 tackles here in the first quarter. 1:05 to go and counting. Still scoreless on the board. Chilton County with the football for the second time. 2nd down and 9 at their own 44.
Defensive battle here at the Sportplex tonight. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Ball on the far hash. Miller in that shotgun going to fake it. Going to drop back, dump it. His receiver fell down. A little drag route over here, and looking for number 9. That's Hunter Bruce Osley. And just fell down. He had to waste it into the ground. 3rd and 9 coming up for Chilton County. 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
They got the athlete. 6'3", 230 right there at tight end. Another great basketball player that they have also. They got the size and physicality. Not some of the teams from Chilton County you've seen in the past. You're right, Brett.
Not at all. 3rd and 9. Miller shotgun takes the snap. Looks to his right, going to throw it down the far sideline. Pass is incomplete.
Perfect.
Good coverage over there. by Corey Milner. Man coverage down the sideline, and Chilton County going to be forced to punt with 32 seconds to go here. Another good defensive stand there by our Wildcats. But, hey, Chilton County moved the ball off the shadow of their goal line from the 2 all the way out here to the 44. So they at least were able to get that thing and stand to maybe swing field position.
Man, that
right
is
here.
Textbook corner play right there. Keeping that back turn until he reads that Worthy's looking back for the football, turns around, almost picks it off.
There's a false start over here by the receiver. And
he maybe had a step on Corey at one point in that route, Brett, but Corey's able to make that up. And, that's one thing Coach Grider said about him is his breaking speed when he reads the ball in the air at corner is exceptional. And so far, last 3 or 4 weeks that we've seen him start back there in corner, I've always been very impressed with him at wide receiver, but I'm even more impressed with his length and possibility to move on maybe to a big-time major college playing there at corner, Brett.
4th and 14 now, going to punt it. Going to stand at the 25. Good snap. Going to punt it out of there. Aims it over here toward the left. Takes a bounce. Going to take a Wildcat bounce. Going to roll all the way back up here toward the 45. The ball hit around the 35 and took a positive roll for us back toward the 45. And that's where they'll put it down, between the 44 and the 45, with 23.9 seconds to go here on the clock in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Wildcats' third offensive possession here. Been able to drive the ball down there to the 25. Ended up losing it on downs, and then we fumbled it inside the 5 on a good run by Chris Foster, but had it poked out. So here come the Wildcats again. Shotgun snap, gives it to Malcolm over here. Broke through midfield, 45, 40,
go, Malcolm,
35, 30. You can write it up.
Bye.
He is gone. Touchdown, Wildcats, Malcolm Simmons. 56 yards on that carry by Malcolm Simmons. And once he got through the initial line, he pulled away from everybody, got the big play we were looking for there, up the middle, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Wildcats up 6-0.
Great job of blocking in the middle part of that front. Big center right there getting a good block. The left side of the offensive line getting a great block. And here's the one thing about Malcolm. I'm telling you, Brett, he's running better pad level. He's running tougher between the tackles. And if he continues this, my friend, he's going to be dynamic back there at running back.
There's the snap. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. It's 7-0. That's your new S&S Discount Tire score. Wildcats break through on the scoreboard here in the first quarter with a 56-yard touchdown run. I can sum this Patterson Truck Parts drive up pretty quick. One play, went 56 yards for Malcolm Simmons.
Yeah, we don't have to ask Graham for that one.
No,
we can make that one work.
That's right.
But I am becoming impressed with the way that he's getting a little bit more use. He was running hard, and if he had an open field, he can make plays. I mean, this is one of the best athletes.
Has he scored a touchdown in every game this year?
Yes.
So his touchdown streak continues.
But aren't you seeing it too?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
Man, his burst between the tackles is totally different.
He's learning a position that really is not natural for him. That's the thing. And as it progresses, he's learning how to play that position even better. So you're right. I think as the weeks go along, he'll continue to get stronger back there in the running game.
His numbers so far on the season, coming into tonight now, 45 carries for 369 yards, right at 8.2 yards per carry on the season, a long of 71. 3 100-yard games so far. Looking for number 4 tonight, 6 touchdowns.
Here's a pooch kick down here to the 20. They'll catch it on the run.
Found
a seam, 30, 35, 40, 45 midfield, 45. Stutter step going to be run down right there at the 42, 43-yard line. It's a big-time return there by number 24 for Chilton County. That is Drashawn Binion. And Binion brings it all the way down into Wildcat territory with 6.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Chilton County will be in great shape here as they start their next offensive drive.
I like the setup. We had 3 defenders 5 yards from him when he caught the football, but, we lose our lane a little bit, and he's a dynamic athlete.
He caught it on the run, and, that was a big deal. You catch that football on the run and kind of get through that first group, and that's what he did. Shotgun snap here for Miller. Got across the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That'll be the final play of the first quarter, and we'll go to the second, up 7-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. Advanced Heating and Air timeout on the field. We come back. Quarter number 2 coming your way. Wildcats up. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
If you need storage and the monthly fee just doesn't make sense, Cotton State Barns has the solution. Cotton State Barns has been selling top quality portable barns since 2002. You can even have a barn built on your location, and you can customize a barn to your liking. Built in Alabama for Alabama. Come by and take a look. At Cotton State Barns of Alex City, financing is available. Stop paying storage fees. Get a Cotton State Barn. Cotton State Barns of Alex City. If you don't see the cotton, don't pick it. Located at 1501 Tallapoosa Street next to Alex City Transmission.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Have you met your local farmer's insurance agent, Patrick Holina? He proudly serves Tallapoosa County and Alexander City families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call the Holina Agency at 256-234-0037 or stop in today at 704 Commerce Drive to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's the Holina Agency, 256-234-0037.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Flowers are the easiest way to add beauty and glamour to your home or outdoors. The Potting Shed in Auburn has everything your heart desires. You'll find an array of beautiful flowers and plants that will provide inviting pops of color and texture to any area, along with decorative pots, planters, fountains, and great gardening gifts. It's all at the Potting Shed, where elements reign supreme. Visit them today at the corner of Moore's Mill and Society Hill, or their new location on the corner of Highway 280 and North College Street in Auburn.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, 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 Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com. Positive yards that he got, and he only got a couple of yards there, Brett. So it's 4th down and 6.
He's hard to bring down, though.
11:05 to go here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead 7-0. They'll keep the offense out there on the field.
Trips down here to the bottom. Miller will be in the shotgun, ball on the far hash. And they got us in the neutral zone, and that will be enough for a first down. Man, we have been guilty of that several times this year. And I'm going to give them a free 5. And then the ball will go down to the 31, and that will be a first down for Chilton County with 10:51 to go here in the first half. I have no idea why that took so long over on the far sideline. It was 4th and 4. a 5-yard penalty. They had to have a discussion, but anyway, they finally got it figured out. Ball down to the 31, and Chilton County has a new set of downs. Miller will be in the shotgun formation. Swing pass out here to Riddick. Riddick dropped it. That's actually, is that behind the line of scrimmage? That is.
Yes, sir.
That's a fumble. That
Great
was a
job.
lateral back here. Riddick dropped the football and was nonchalant about it. And we jump on it, and the official from the near side walked out and said, that's a behind the line of scrimmage pass, and we get the football at the 35.
That's my guy, Corey Milliner, again, too. He's coming up, taking on the block, Brett. He was in a perfect spot to make the tackle on Riddick. If he catches the football, reads the football down on the ground, he goes down on the ground and picks it up. So a fumble recovery by Corey Milliner to go along with a beautiful pass breakup on this previous possession.
Continuing to play well on defense. Trips to the top, one down to the bottom. Milliner and then Gabe missed the snap, picks it up, and going to roll out over here to the right. Really nowhere to go with it, going to throw it out of bounds.
Still great job by Gabe there.
Staying calm. Had the ball in his hands, he dropped it. And there's a penalty flag on the field back here. Maybe a hold against the Wildcats. We'll have to wait and see. That came from the umpire. There's another flag on the far side. So there are 2 penalty flags. That play was messed up from the get-go. 10:26 to go here in the first half.
Hasn't been a clean football game.
Well,
either way.
No, not at all.
And I think they've all been deserved.
So far. I think the game has been well officiated to this point. And, again, Chilton County's been guilty of their fair share. Now we have. And, one thing Coach Griner talked to me about in the locker room is we have got to clean up penalties, and we got to clean our special teams up. He said our kickoff coverage, which we just saw bite us a little bit ago, and he said, and our kicking game. We missed 3 extra points last week, had 1 block and 2 missed. And he said that will end up costing us a game somewhere down the line if we don't clean it up.
With a lot of great football teams in Class 6A, we talk about it. You and I talk about it about every day. And you're going to have to play clean football deep in the playoffs to win this thing. And I think this team's talented enough to make some damage.
Well, here's Gabe under pressure and shotgun, going to roll out to the right, trying to motion his guy down, but now he's got to run with
Gabe.
It. Down the sideline, across the 35, up to the 38-39. So able to get something
Isn't
out
he
of
getting
that.
so much better at that, Brett? I know it doesn't look like much, but he picks up 9 yards on the right side. And it's 9 needed yards after giving up 5 there on first down with a penalty. And it sets up a 2nd down and 6. And, there's nothing dynamic about that, but it's an easy pickup for a 6'3", 210-pound quarterback on that sideline.
Gotten better with that part of his game for sure.
Moving around in the pocket, period.
Yeah, 2nd down and 6. Have a bunch set over here to the left. Going to hand off a little stutter step across the 40.
Man, that's a heck of a
Still
run.
pushing forward. Our offensive line helping there. And pushing Chilton County back, getting up here close to a first down. Going to be about a yard short. Going to be down at the 44, and they're going to run the heavy package in. D. Woods, Jai Hicks, Zy Owens, Caden Hyde will come in. And this is where we had a bad snap last time. It'll be 3rd down and 1. We had this same formation on 4th down and 1. Malcolm will be in the Wildcat. And that's
Perfect
a good snap this time. Right ahead.
You're not going to stop that.
Almost got through the whole deal. Across midfield. I was waiting for him to bust out on the back end there.
Great job of blocking on that front, Brett. Big number 52 playing center there. Perfect snap back. He's getting great push. Cameron Vickers, 6'4", 255.
Stay in the Wildcat. He gets cut down.
Good read by Worthy there.
Yeah, had to slide down, Randy. He didn't have much there. Now we'll run Gabe back in there.
It's okay, though, Brett. When you've got an athlete back there like Malcolm Simmons, you want to keep the pressure on them a little bit. Make them make a play like that. And if they make a play behind the line, half-yard loss, you just chalk it up. But that previous play, a short yard to gain, he's 1 step away from taking that one to the house.
Doubt.
So, I like keeping the formation in there for another play.
Gabe in the shotgun on 2nd and 11. Going to drop back, shoot a pass. Not sure it was intended for Malcolm. He snagged it out of the air. I think it maybe was looking at Nuke McKinney down there around the 40, but he jumped up and grabbed it. And because that was, if it was intended for Malcolm, boy, that was a bullet. It had about a 3 or 4 yard proximity. But so it comes up 3rd down and about 7.5 for the Wildcats just across the 45.
And that's not the norm for Gabe. Throws a very catchable ball.
Right.
He's not back there throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs.
Yeah, I don't think it was intended for Malcolm. I think it was intended to go to the next level down to Nuke McKinney. 3rd and 7. Trips down here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Gabe Benton going to hand off to Malcolm Simmons. Cuts back 40.
Good run, Malcolm.
Stumbled across the 35. Really lost his footing there for a second. There's a penalty flag on the backside. And they're going to get them for a personal foul. Kind of mixed it up with one of our offensive linemen. Yeah, we'll see if he threw a punch down there. That was Patterson that was mixed up. Chandler Patterson. Regardless, it's going to be 15 yards, and we just got to wait for the official to give us the signal. Good Lord, this ball will go inside the 20.
We'll send Malik into the ball game, Brett.
Yeah,
a couple of really nice runs there on the opening possession of the game for the senior running back, and we've seen mainly Malcolm since then. But
right.
Malik Maddox back in as the Wildcats are into the red zone down to the 18, up 7-0. 7:21 to go here in the second.
Moving right to left, ball on the far hash. Gabe Benton in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Boy, that was a hard snap. Going to roll out here to the pocket. Going to throw across his body.
What a
pass
catch.
caught down there inside the 10. Around the 6-yard line by Chris Foster.
You know how hard a pass that is. Rolling the pocket to the left, having to square your shoulders back, throw it back across the body, and that is a perfect strike by the junior quarterback. And what hands by Chris Foster to bring that one
right
in.
On top of him.
Inside the 10, all the way almost to the 5-yard line, Brett.
Inside the 6. So 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, another tough snap. Going to hand off left side. Malik's going to be brought down in the backfield around the 10. Here we go again. We've had a couple of bullet snaps back here that are on top of Gabe. And as you've talked about, the timing of that's what is so crucial. So Malik will come out. Malcolm will come back in. Wildcats lose about 3.5, 4 yards back here to the 9-yard line. Trips to the top, 1 down here to the bottom. Shotgun formation. Gabe takes a snap, going to roll the pocket to the right. Looking. Trying to figure it out. Got somebody in his face, going to break a tackle, and then going to be brought down back around the 6 or the 7-yard line. So good coverage that time by Chilton County. Gabe did not feel comfortable turning that one loose. So 3rd and goal coming up for the Wildcats between the 6 and 7-yard line, and Corey Milner will come in on offense here with 5:52 and counting in the first half. Wildcats lead it 7-0, but they're knocking on the door here on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, good time right here to give Corey a chance on this left side of the end zone.
And it
Brett.
is man up straight. 1-on-1. I'd throw a fade into the corner and we're going to call a timeout. We don't like something. And an advanced heating and air timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. 7-0 is your S&S Discount Tire score. Wildcats lead the Tigers here on homecoming. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road in Alex City is the area's full body and paint shop, where they guarantee all their work for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and has the area's best value on all our paint and body work. And best of all, You Save Car Rental is on site, so you're never without a ride. Trust the pros at Alex City Auto Collision, where our business is a wreck. Alex City Auto Collision and You Save Car Rental on Dadeville Road in Alex City.
So you want to build a home, Build the home you want with America's Home Place. Choose from over 150 floor plans, then personalize. Tile backsplash with granite countertops? Done. A spacious bathroom you've always dreamed of? You got it. Choose every detail, floors, cabinets, even the paint color.
How about electric lime?
Can't decide? Relax. At America's Home Place, we take care of it all. It's your home. Own it. America's Home Place.
They say we live in an age of big data, where computers and fancy algorithms are supposed to know you best. But at Country Financial, we know helping you own your future requires, well, something much bigger. Contact your local Country Financial representative and start planning for your future with a personal touch.
Let me tell you about a barbecue place that's not just a barbecue place anymore. It's downtown Alexander City. It's Fire Truck Barbecue, where they have a meat and three. And when I say that, those vegetables, I'm talking about fresh vegetables, not out of the can. Now, they do a lot of catering, too. Don't you go by and see my buddy Kenneth Ledbetter and the whole crew and his lovely wife, Julie, at Fire Truck Barbecue, downtown Alexander City.
Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor wants you to know we appreciate a great year from all of East Central Alabama, and now our inventory of superior zero-turn mowers from Spartan and Mahindra tractors is on the move. Shop Lake Martin Tractor for outstanding deals, finance rates as low as 0% and low payments. Spartan mowers as low as $84 per month. Mahindra four-wheel drive tractors and loader packages as low as $399 per month, including cutter, box blade, and 20-foot trailers. Spring into 22 at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280 in Alexander City, or online lakemartintractor.com.
For over 80 years, the staff members of Radney and Langley Funeral Home have been friends in time of need, and we are dedicated to honoring, sharing, and preserving the amazing and inspirational stories of life.
You've got a friend.
GillsOpelika.info. Get pre-approved in minutes online at GillsOpelika.info for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Gills Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Just outside the 6-yard line, between the 6 and the 7, coming up for the Wildcats, moving right to left.
No change up in the corner on this wide side of the field matched with Corey. And I'm not saying that that's a perfect matchup, but I like it. I'd give him a chance.
3rd and goal. Shotgun formation. Malcolm Simmons beside Gabe Benton. Takes a snap. Going to do it. Throw it in the corner to Corey Milner. He's got it! Touchdown! Wildcats will get a pass interference, I'm afraid, against us. We'll have to see. The penalty flag comes flying, and it looks like they're going to indicate that Corey pushed off, and I think he probably did from the look of it. Great catch. We'll see, though. We'll see if they give it to us. I think we still say it's a touchdown. It's against the Tigers. Corey got a little bit of separation right there. Maybe got away with something, but I'm going to tell you, went up.
He had him beat, Brett.
Yeah, no doubt. He had to come back for the football.
And, the defender not looking back for the football at all and making a play on it, kind of up in his chest. And so, it could go both ways, but we'll take it this time our way. And I love the play call to give one of the best receivers in the state a chance right there.
There's a snap. The place, the kick is up, and it's good for the Wildcats. And the Wildcats lead at 14-0. And Noah Alsabrook here 2 for 2 tonight on his extra points. 5:24 to go here in the first half. That Patterson Truck Parts drive recap. Wildcats able to take the football and cash it in right there from 7 yards out with a Corey Milner touchdown reception. So Corey Milner really excelling on both sides of the football, offensively and defensively, playing the cornerback position and at wide receiver. And, I dare say, and it's tough to say because you got so many targets, but like Coach Grider said, when Corey's out there, he's still our number one target on offense. And from a wide receiver standpoint, when he's on defense, he's a shutdown corner. So he's really got an advantage with his length and his speed. That combination is pretty deadly. You don't get that very often to have the length he has and also have the speed as well. 14-0, Wildcats lead. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. Noah Alsabrook on the kickoff. Left-footed kicker. Little pooch kick over here on the near side. I think this one's going to go out of bounds. He caught it, but he was already out of bounds when he caught it, so that's a ball's going to be out close to there anyway. Going to move it up to the 35. So they gained about 6 yards on that deal. Chilton County will have the football at their own 35. 5:24 to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 14-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. Remember, coming up at halftime, the Harold Orthodontics halftime show, the most advanced options for orthodontics, TMJ, and sleep apnea treatments. Halftime show this tonight, homecoming festivities, so we'll take it down and we'll listen to that. Chilton County Marching Band will be on the field first, but homecoming festivities we will have. Trips up to the top here. Cannon Miller takes a snap. Going to hand off left side.
That's a hold, a bad hold.
And they're going to get about a yard or two. Not going to call it.
Caden Hyde, he was tackled over there on the side, but he did a pretty good job. He tried to hold that open shoulder wide and contain the outside, but unable to. I mean, he was bear hugged.
Right.
But only a 2-yard gain, so we'll take it. 2nd down and 8. We'll roll under 5 minutes to go here in the second with the Wildcats leading 14-0. And Chilton County's been able to run the football and have hit us with a few passes, but they've all been short variety. Have not really tried anything but one pass over the top so far tonight, Brett.
Yeah, Miller will stand in that pistol look, take the snap on 2nd and 9. Handoff up the middle, 40, tripped up to around the 42, 43-yard line. They've had some success right up the middle against our Wildcat defense. They're going to give him about 8 yards there, so he's going to be 3rd and 2 coming up. Less than 2. It'll be about 3rd and a yard and a half coming up.
Big, strong running back, 5'7", 190. And big legs and keeps them churning, Brett. This is a big play right here. Look for D. Woods, who had a great opening quarter of play.
We've got them stacked all in there, handoff.
Good
and we
play,
do.
man.
Get
Perfect.
in the backfield. Big-time play by Jai Hicks.
Zy Owens also back there on the stop, but I think you're exactly right, Brett. It was Jai sticking the headgear in the chest to begin with.
Yeah, first man through, able to grab him and wait for the cavalry to come, and it'll be 4th and 2, and Chilton County going to roll the dice here. You got to watch a hard count. They got us on the last one. And they jumped.
That's worthy out there.
They took off.
And that will force a punt, so that's nice. We'll take that.
Yeah, their guy took off at the top of the formation, so that was exactly what they wanted to do, but it didn't work out the way they wanted it. So the Wildcats will receive this punt with 3:39 to go here in the first half. Up 14-0. Would love to be able to drive down and get another score here before half. Chilton County won the toss. They'll get the ball to start the second. So Wildcats will send Ty Williams back at the 30. They'll be punting Castillo from the 25. And there is a penalty flag. Almost got to it. Got it off. There's nobody over here.
Good
Ty
job,
Williams
Ty.
fields it. And then there's a penalty flag. Is that a hold or a block in the back? Penalty flags all over the field. We're going to have to sort this one out with 3:10. I think one on both teams. I think Chilton County had a procedure penalty, and I think we had either a hold or block in the back. So I think.
Tell you what I like about this, though, more than anything, Ty coming up and receiving that ball, Brett.
Right.
I think on average, I heard this actually on a NFL sports talk with a coach talking this week, Brett, kind of a little blackboard talk that I was listening to, and he said the average punt that you come up and catch, you know how many yards is saved on each one?
15.
15 yards.
Wow, how about that?
And you know, if you add that up, 3 or 4 punts throughout
man.
the game,
Shoot.
and you add up 60 to 75 yards of field position based off of your ability to come up and just catch the football.
Absolutely.
Don't run it. Just come up and be able to bring it in. And you could tell Ty wanted to come up and be aggressive to catch that football.
I'm going to put the ball down. We'll wait and see what the official call is. Offsides. Or has he just got his hands on his hips? I don't know what to call. I think they had a procedure penalty down here. We'll have to sort it out. You're going to have to punt it again. They're going to force a punt again. So
Coach Grider wanting to talk that one over with.
Well, let's see what this penalty was down here. It had to be offsetting.
Coach Krager.
Coach Krager.
You know, you can always point to the guy on the sideline that there's a lot of respect for decisions that are made when they're possibly tough ones like that. And you can tell Coach Grider wanted his input on that, and we'll force them to punt the football again.
Well, I'm not going to step in. Because I may be overstepping, but, I mean, they were all setting penalties. I thought you had to come back and repunt it. But they may have been able to make a choice of
had to have been,
keeping the ball where it was.
The discussion wouldn't have happened.
Right. And I thought all setting, you'd go back and repunt it. Because both teams were guilty of a foul. And they'll do it again, another penalty flag. This will be another procedure against Chilton County. This one will hit it to 40 and roll out about 35.
Around the same field position, Brett,
same
as
thing.
the previous?
Yeah, I think so. 2:47 to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 14-0. Procedure, just decline this and take the ball where it is. I'm assuming.
I'd like to help here, Brett, but
it just gets drawn out sometimes.
We will decline that one and just take over possession of the ball. About the same spot. Still great field position, 2:47 to go. Wildcats with 2 timeouts left in the first half, leading 14-0. Take it from there, see if we can hit another big play. Malik back there in the backfield as we start off this drive, not Malcolm on this opening play.
Trips down here to the bottom, one to the top. Going to fake it, going to go to Chris Foster in the quick slant across the middle. One step in the ground. Here comes a penalty flag. Chris Foster in open field, going to be tackled around the 34. It seems like every time Chris Foster makes a big play, there's a penalty flag or something happens. I talked to him this week at the JV game. We had a man downfield on a slant. Illegal man downfield. But I talked to Chris, and I said, man, every time you make a play, somebody gets a penalty. He said, tell me about it. Well, guess what? He's going to be thinking about that again. He had another great run down inside the 35, and
great pass.
Lo and behold. But how many times has he made a big play this year? It's called back. I mean, it is. I told him, I said, man, you got to.
As fast as he is, it's hard to get downfield. Quick.
I was about to say, somebody had to have been sprinting downfield to get 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. But ball comes back to the 31. I would have said a hold maybe right there instead of a illegal man downfield. But anyway, here we go. First down and 15. Shotgun snap, going to drop back. Under pressure, Gabe's going to be wrapped up. Somehow threw it and got it. Oh, my goodness, almost a miracle throw over there to Malik Maddox. Looked like he was in the grass, just going to throw it away, and Malik was standing over there at the 30. And I think it surprised him, and he couldn't hold on to it. My goodness.
Yeah, had a lot of green grass in front of him to pick up big yardage, and that's what you get with a big, strong junior quarterback like that. 6'3", about 210, 215, can stand up even with somebody dragging on his legs, and strength to get that football out there on the wide side of the field would have been a big gainer, I believe. But second 15, 2:06 to go here in the second. Wildcats still lead 14-0.
Ball on the far hash, moving right to left. Trips to the top. Another penalty flag on the field. Boy, it has become a plague. 2:05 to go here in the first half, and we have a delay of game. 14-0, Wildcats lead it. Penalties they've been a problem all year. Let's just be honest about it. And Coach Grider talked about it. He said they work on this stuff all the time. Drives him crazy. And
we're adding to the crazy tonight.
It's adding to it for sure. 2nd down and 20. Shotgun snap. Gabe going to drop back under pressure. Trying to roll out over here to the left. Going to be pursuit. And that's a hit to the head.
That's definitely a pass, pass interference.
And I thought that was a personal foul, and Coach Krager wants the same call. I mean, he launched and hit Gabe Benton in the head down here around the 20, no flag. But down the field, he got the ball down the field around the 45, and this will be a pass interference. So Chilton County with their fair share of penalties tonight too.
That's a great job by Malcolm, Brett. He's running a go route up the middle of the field. We've hit that route a couple of times this year for big gainers, but reads that Gabe's rolling from the pocket.
Right.
Gabe's stiff arm back here is what makes this play.
Right.
Stiff arms the defender off of him, able to pass the football up the field as Malcolm's coming back, and Malcolm's catching that football if the pass interference doesn't happen. So, one thing I'm noticing with Gabe, he's throwing the ball extremely well moving to his left.
That's hard.
That's hard to do, and I think he's getting much better at that, and that's got to be something with stats like he has. They're minuscule little things that college scouts are looking for, and that's going to be a big one there.
No doubt. 2nd and 5 now. Shotgun snap, going to fake the handoff, get it out here to Chris Foster. 40, 45, midfield, and out of bounds, and he gets hit out of bounds. No penalty flag. That time, Chris probably looking around. Is there a flag on the field? Not this time, Chris. Able to get a first down across midfield.
Coach Coleman cheering over here, and I know why. David Lawson, stalk blocking on this left sideline, gets a pancake over on the sideline and allows Chris to pick up about 6 or 7 more yards on the short side of the field. And Chris has been targeted a lot here tonight,
I was
Brett.
just about to say they have really looked at him more tonight than they have the last several weeks. Gabe going to drop back to pass. Under pressure, sets up a screen to Corey Milner underneath. 45, going to turn it all the way back to this side of the field.
My.
Penalty flag on the field. 30, 25, 20. And tackled, and the penalty flag up here at the 40, going to bring it back. I tell you, man, it
may be a record breaker tonight.
I mean, I remember looking at 2:10 on the clock, and I think we've had 5 penalties since the 2:10 mark, and there's 1:23 on the clock.
Yeah, I don't want to guess, but I'm going with, 12 to 14 in the first half?
Oh, at least, man. Oh, it's going to be against them.
We'll decline it, but still,
The penalty.
even for them. Hey, here's the deal.
That's right.
They have as many as we do. I really mean it. Combined.
What were they holding? On the over on the 41.
I'm actually saying it's against us.
Well, he pointed wrong. There's no way. I mean, who would they be holding? I mean, we're the ones with the football. He pointed in the wrong direction. We need 1:23 to erode off of the clock. Hopefully with us scoring something, but if we don't, just get to the locker room. Let's see if we can get a playoff without a penalty flag. And it's going to come back. I've never seen so many arms stretched out in the air in the stands in my life. Everybody's like, what just happened? We end up back on our side of the field at the 49 now. 1:23, we'll try this again.
I got a good idea what happened.
What?
I'm going to keep it to myself tonight.
Okay. That'd be good. You may have another opportunity to say something here in a little bit. 1st and 15. I promise you that won't be the last one. Trips up to the top, one down here to the bottom.
Love the play call, though, Brett.
No,
getting
great play
Corey
call.
Milner in open space and allowing him to make a big-time play with his legs. Almost did.
Gabe under pressure, going to dump it out, had it swatted away. And had Malcolm out here, man, and, boy, it was about to be circle button, X, square, everything. He was going to navigate down the field, and it was going to be fun to watch. But they had a guy get up and swat it down. 3rd and 15 coming up for the Wildcats. 14-0 Wildcats lead it. That's your SNS Discount Tire score.
Another great play call right there, though, by Coach Krager. You can't call one better
Things
than
are
that.
just off a little bit. It just, and again, we
It's
have
the
receivers.
penalties, though,
I
Brett.
know. We have receivers that will do that, though, and they'll be running to one side and totally reverse their field, and a lot of times that does create penalties because of the way teams are blocking. They're going to set this screen up again to Malcolm. Got some blockers. Midfield, 45, steps away from a guy and is going to be brought down around the 38-yard line. Is going to be short of a first down. Wildcats going to burn a timeout with 58 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll take an advanced heating and air timeout with them. Wildcats lead at 14-0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
It's truck season at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We have an excellent supply of Chevrolet Silverados and GMC Sierras with giant discounts and low monthly payments. New Chevrolet Silverados up to $6,000 off, or payments as low as $499 a month with zero money down. GMC Sierras discounted up to $5,000 off.
Zero money down, no payments till 2023 at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
Are you looking to buy a home, but you're having second thoughts because you think it'll be a complicated process? Cross Country Mortgage, your local lender, will make everything smooth, easy, and stress-free for you. When you work with CCM, there are only 6 simple steps in the home buying process: pre-approval, application, underwriting, conditional approval, final underwriting, and closing. That's all there is to it. Get started today with their online pre-approval application. Visit crosscountryMortgage.com/Auburn-AL-4307.
General's Cafe, Highway 22 in Newside, Alabama, is ready for you to come see them today. Meat and 3 on Sundays only. If you never had their meat and 3, you owe it to your whole family to take them up there. And also specials each and every day. Let's talk catering, because that's something they do a lot of for all different size events. 234-2121, General's Cafe, 256-234-2121.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
The heat is on, and nowhere gives you more than KiaofAuburn.com. First, we give you more for your trade-in. Just scan the code to find out how much. Next, the all-new Kia Sportage is here, and you'll be ready for anything. Then, at KiaofAuburn.com, you can custom order your new Kia just the way you want. Want more? Check out our selection of certified pre-owned Kias with 165-point inspection, complete protection plans, and so much more. Selection, price, trade-in value. You always get it all at Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
Welcome back, everyone. 58 seconds to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 14-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. Harold Orthodontics homecoming halftime show coming your way here at some point in time. Third down and 3 coming up. Wildcats inside the 40 at the 38. One receiver split to the top and the bunch set down here to the bottom. Gabe will be in the pistol. Malcolm will be behind him. Ball on the near hash. Take the snap. Going to hand off Malcolm over here left side.
Still running so
and
hard,
he's got
Brett.
a first down across the 35. Just trying to move the chains right there, so they do.
Plenty of time. Wildcats still show 2 timeouts. I'm not sure that's not one, is it, Brett?
Not quite sure.
I think we're down to 1. I may be wrong there.
There's a snap, play action, going to roll out to the right under pressure. Gabe going to step up, throw it in the end zone. Lawson, touchdown! David Lawson. What a beautiful pass by Gabe Benton, rolling to his right and just threw it up down the middle of the field. And David Lawson was 4 or 5 steps behind his defender for the Wildcat touchdown.
Brett David's got a pretty good season going.
Well,
I think he's got 4 receptions and 3 touchdowns, and all 3 of them are 30-plus yards.
Do you think it has something to do? And we talked about it. I mean, there's so many targets, so many eyeballs on certain guys. Gets lost, and he's a great receiver.
Yeah, I think that's got a ton to do with it.
He's a great receiver, and that's not a guy you want to lose. He can – I mean, I'm telling you, I think there's a lot to do that, and that's a benefit for him. And he's a sure-handed guy, maybe the best hands on the team. And that says a lot. Extra point up and good by Noah Alsabrook, and Wildcats do get a touchdown right here with 40 seconds to go in the first half and a 3-score lead here against Chilton County. But Gabe Benton on a naked bootleg rolled out to the right and saw David Lawson coming back across, and he threw it up where only David could catch the football, and David squared his shoulders up back to the line of scrimmage and just watched that one into his hands. But David, as you said, so far this year has had a tremendous season. Doesn't get targeted a lot, but when he does, he makes the most out of it.
Well, and, you know, I've bragged so much on this coaching staff and Coach Grider, but I want to brag on something that I've seen us change up a little bit in the last few weeks. You know, Corey Milliner is so dynamic on both sides of the ball, Brett, but defensively he's got to be active every play. And so you're taking advantage of that athleticism on every play. Right. Offensively, if the ball's not going to him, there's some other guys that can get out there and block, and there's also some other guys that can make plays back there receiving the football. So, you know, I don't know that any other staff has really looked at Corey on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know. Do you think that's happened?
I don't know.
And but this one has, and I think it's going to pay dividends for him in the future too.
Pooch kick over here to the near side, going to be fielded at the 25. Is that a fair catch, or is he just going to – I think he called it, and he didn't call a fair catch, so he had to run it and didn't get very far.
Murphy on the stop on this sideline, and I'm not sure who else. I think that was Inslee Goggins also down there in coverage. But Inslee was thinking the same thing you were. Am I supposed to hit him?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Everybody just kind of standing there, and there was no whistle. 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Chilton County on offense. Wildcats up 21-0. More big plays tonight here in this offense for the Wildcats. Shotgun snap.
Good tackle.
Hand off up the middle and a gain tackle there. And Zy Owens in the middle of that defensive line. Big bear hug, tackle to the ground.
Yeah, just nice physical play, Brett. Getting across the face mask of that center, wanting to cut it back that left side, and just nowhere to go. And Zy's moved in for most of the time has been playing right there at nose tackle for the most part. Pulliam in the football game at left defensive end. I'm not sure that I've seen him in there much, but He's going to be a good one, isn't he? Good size.
He sure is. Look how big. You're going to hand off left side over there.
He would.
And that will be the final play of the first half. We'll head to the Harrell Orthodontics halftime. Up 21-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score here on Homecoming 2022. We'll take a break. Harrell Orthodontics halftime show coming up next.
Adams Health and Rehab in Alexander City helps you get back to life faster. When you need the best rehabilitative care following surgery, a stroke, or heart attack, Adams Health and Rehab offers a comfortable, home-like atmosphere, private suites with phone and flat screen, even a secure Alzheimer's dementia unit, and highly skilled 24-hour nursing care. Adams Health and Rehab is here for you by helping you get back to life. Adams Health and Rehab, 256-329-0847.
You want the best opportunity to be successful in life. You deserve that opportunity. Well, you just happens to be in our motto. Central to you, central to your success. Your future is right now. Don't wait. Make your dreams a reality by enrolling at Central Alabama Community College. Register today at cacc.edu.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Oliver & Treadwell is a full-service law firm. Many television lawyers just represent persons that have been injured in car wrecks. At Oliver & Treadwell, we provide litigation and defense for persons that have been sued. We also represent persons that have been involved in complex business transactions, as well as real property disputes and real estate closings. We're proud to be a sponsor of Benjamin Russell Football and proud to be a part of Tallapoosa County. Thank you.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dadeville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
The food at Oscar's Cafe makes your mouth water. At Oscar's, enjoy great tasting catfish, or maybe you're just in the mood for one of Oscar's fresh salads. Even kids know the place for a fine meal is Oscar's with a great kids menu. Oscar's also has great tasting burgers full of backyard flavor. So come on out to Oscar's Cafe for great food and homegrown hospitality. We're located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, just before the Blue Creek Bridge. And remember, it's all fun and games till there's only one cheese ball left.
This is Joseph Dean with Alabama Funeral Homes. As many of you are aware, we had a fire that significantly damaged our facilities. We are in the process of getting those rebuilt. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused the families that we serve. I want you to know that we are capable of handling all of your needs at Frederick Dean Funeral Home of Opelika, which will be servicing Alabama Funeral Homes families. We can be reached at our same number, 256-896-4502, or by email at joseph@alabamafuneralhomes.com.
So, you finally got the boat, ATV, or side-by-side of your dreams, huh? But make it yours with marine-grade audio that'll provide crisp, high-quality sound that's loud enough to be heard, whether you're cruising on the lake or hitting a mud hole. Come see Steve at the Car Stereo Shop in Auburn, so you'll be ready to crank up the volume. Whoa, but wait, you don't have to pull out of the water and trailer it to Auburn. The Car Stereo Shop can handle all of your work at any one of the Lake Martin marinas.
I'm attorney Dane Sharp. Here at my office, we want to be different than the big city billboard lawyers. We want to give your case the personal attention that it deserves. We handle auto accidents, tractor-trailer accidents, and other cases where our clients have been injured and need personal legal attention. To me and my staff, you will not just be another number on the case file, and we will return your phone calls. So if you've been injured, give me a call today or visit us on our website.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Scott Blake.
I'm Angie Richardson, and we are the loan team here at Movement Mortgage.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you've gone through the process before,
our mission is to help you move forward with the purchase of your future plans. Call me at 256-397-2771.
or call me at 256-794-1003.
Scott Blake, NMLS number 527945. Angie Richardson, NMLS number 216556. Movement Mortgage supports equal housing opportunity, NMLS number 39179. For licensing information, please visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
Skag, the toughest name in lawnmowers. Unmatched quality and performance for over 3 decades. The clear choice, the best mower money can buy for work or at home. Top lawn care professionals and discerning homeowners know that Skag means productivity and reliability. Every Skag mower is proudly built right here in the USA. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best. Skag.
Satterfield Outdoor Living on Highway 280 in Alex City.
Get ready to walk on the wild side at Sure Shot Outdoors. Hunting season is finally here, and it's time to stock up on everything you need this year. With a great selection of hunting rifles and shotguns, Sure Shot Outdoors is ready to get you prepared for the season. We offer everything from feeders to climbing stands and sportsman condos. Plus, we have a wide variety of Browning chairs and a full line of apparel to get you ready for the hunt. Visit us on Highway 280 in Alexander City today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Harold Orthodontics halftime show. Wildcats lead at 21-0. Here to halftime now. Let's go down to the field for Homecoming Festivities 2022, and we'll take a listen on the field.
And now, the 2022 Mr. and Ms. BRHS. This year's Mr. BRHS is Lee Leonard. Lee is the son of Lamonta Leonard, and is escorted tonight by Miss BRHS, Ryan Ruffin. At BRHS, Lee is a member of the varsity wrestling team. The 2022 Miss BRHS is Miss Ryan Ruffin. Ryan is the daughter of Mr. Wahid and Dr. Shantae Ruffin. Tonight she is escorted by Mr. BRHS Lee Leonard. At BRHS, Ryan is a member of the varsity volleyball and softball teams. Wildcat Pals and the Education and Talent Clerk. She is also the Vice President of National Honor Society. Ryan is a junior Lake Martin Leadership alumni and a former member of Men and Women. And now for this year's CRHS class grade. Our 2022 freshman maid is Denija Hill. Denija is the daughter of Dennis Hill and Natalia Freeman. Tonight she is escorted by her father, Dennis Hill. At CRHS, Denija is a member of the SCA and the junior varsity volleyball team. The 2022 sophomore maid is Miss Ariana Ware. Ariana is the daughter of Eric and Patricia Ware. Tonight she is escorted by her father, Eric Ware. At CRHS, Ariana is a member of the SBA, Family Career and Community Leaders of America, and Health Occupation Students of America. Ariana also plays softball and varsity volleyball. Our 2022 junior maid is Miss Brittany Calhoun. Brittany is the daughter of Chad and Leanne Calhoun. Tonight she is escorted by her father, Chad Calhoun. At the CRHS, she is a member of the varsity girls soccer team, varsity cheer, National Honor Society, and junior leadership Lake Martin. Brantley is also a member of the SCA, where she serves as the vice president of her class. The 2022 senior maid is Miss Essence Smith. Essence is the daughter of Evelyn Halls and LeBron Halls. Tonight she is escorted by her father, LeBron Halls. At CRHS, Essence is involved in varsity softball, Wildcat Pals, and Family Career and Community Leaders of America. Let's hear it for our 2022 class maid. And now let's meet the candidates for the 2022 Homecoming Queen. Our first Homecoming Queen nominee is Miss Jada Birmingham. Jada is the daughter of Randall and Jackie Birmingham. Tonight she is escorted by her father, Randall Birmingham. At CRHS, she serves as the president of the National Honor Society and the treasurer of SCA. Jada is a member of Health and Occupation Students of America, Youth Club, and Future Business Leaders of America. Our second queen nominee is Miss Leanna Brooks. Louise is the daughter of Regina Brooks and Demetrius Burrows. Tonight, she is escorted by her uncle, Roderick Brooks. She is a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Health Occupation Students of America, Diamond Girls, and the track team. Leosia is also involved in sports and medicine internship and CRHS Health Fund internship program. Our third nominee is Miss Catherine Harris. Catherine is the daughter of Jay and Lisa Harris. Tonight she is escorted by her father, Jay Harris. At CRHS, she's a member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Health Occupation Students of America, Youth Club, and Future Business Leaders of America. Catherine is the SCA Senior Class President, a member of the National Honor Society, and the CRHS Women's Golf Team. The first nominee is Ms. Greenlee Peppers. Greenlee Peppers is the daughter of Andy and John Peppers. Tonight she is being escorted by her mother, Andy Peppers. Greenlee serves as the SCA President. She is a member of Future Business Leaders of America, Youth Club, National Honor Society, and the girls varsity soccer team. fifth Queen nominee is Miss Palmer Peppers. Palmer is the daughter of Sandy and Brian Peppers. Tonight she is being escorted by her father, Brian Peppers. Here are guests involved in SBA, Key Club, Wildcat Pals, National Honor Society, Future Business Leaders of America, the Interactive Club, and a member of the BRHS Women's Golf Team. The sixth homecoming queen nominee is this week, Deja Pulio. She is the daughter of Bradley and Shalonda Pulio. Tonight she is being escorted by her father, Bradley Pulio. The organization is a member of the Health Occupation Students of America, Education Talent Search, Wildcat Pals, Interact Club, varsity basketball, and varsity track. Today she serves as the SGA Senior Class Vice President and the Treasurer of the National Honor Society. And now, the announcement we've all been waiting for. The 2022 Benjamin Russell High School Homecoming Queen is Wheatley Peppers.
There you hear it, folks. The 2022 homecoming queen, Miss Greenlee Peppers, announced here on the field, and congratulations to her and the entire homecoming court here on the Harold Orthodontics halftime show. We'll take a break. Second half coming up. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Welcome to Alex City Food Shop, your locally owned and operated Shell station located at Highway 280 and Airport Drive. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline and get the best total engine protection you can get, period. Stop by anytime, day or night, open 24/7, and check out the great specials on all your favorite convenience store items. Keep that car clean with a touch-free car wash where your 6th wash is always free. Also, be sure to use your FRN and Winn-Dixie reward card and save on all of your gasoline purchases.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Morris Haynes Law Firm in Alex City has had a fantastic 2022. Morris Haynes has settled cases totaling over $7 million and has tried cases in 5 different counties from Mobile to Etowah, where Alabama juries have awarded over $5 million. If you, a family member, or a friend is harmed by the wrongdoing of another, please consider giving Morris Haynes a call, 256-329-2000.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Let Riverbank and Trust open doors for you. Whether you're purchasing land, a lot by the lake, or building or buying a home, begin with Tallapoosa County's loan experts. They'll guide you through the entire process, providing local decision-making, prompt responses, and the best real estate loan solutions for your unique needs. And in most cases, Riverbank and Trust can close your loan in 30 days or less, and they'll walk by your side every step of the way. It's all just part of the Riverbank and Trust difference. We invite you to experience it for yourself.
Life's too short for bad appliances. Let Tapley Appliance Center in Alex City give you the long-term relationship you need in your next appliance purchase. Tapley sells only the best brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Maytag. And with Tapley, you get better selection, quality, and warranties, as well as professional delivery and installation. Tapley knows you're going to be happy long-term because our brands are built for the long run. Tapley Appliance off Cherokee Road in Alex City. Call 256-329-9762 for superior selection, value, and service.
Top Gun 1, this is Tower. Termite swarm season is here. Time to lock and load. Top Gun 1, over. Tower, this is Top Gun 1. I'm arming my state-of-the-art termite tech device that uses sonar technology to find termites in your home without going into your walls or floors. Roger that, Top Gun 1. You are clear to engage. For bond or service, call Top Gun Pest Control at 256-234-7375. With over 20 years of combined experience, our team can eliminate all pests from your home. Top Gun Pest Control, as we feel the tug to kill some bugs.
It's hot outside, but the deals at Tallahassee Power and Equipment are hotter. Save hundreds off your zero-turn or riding mower today. Visit us at Tallahassee Power and Equipment and save up to $600 off MSRP on your new Husqvarna zero-turn while supplies last. Husqvarna offers quality and performance and is backed by a 5-year warranty. Financing available with approved credit. Visit TallahasseePower.com or drop by the store on Highway 14 in Tallahassee and follow us on Facebook. Let us get you in the right mower at the right price today.
Beauty of this team, and you and I keep talking about it. It can be a second down and 17, and in years past when you got behind the chains like that and you had a couple of negative plays, you go, I don't know if this offense is made for that. And you and I look at each other now, and it can be 3rd and 15. We're like, which one we're going to go after?
Absolutely,
and
doesn't matter.
It's fun to watch. It really is an explosive team, and it's a team that, you know, I'll tip my hat to this coaching staff. It's a team just keeps getting better and better too, Brett. The things that you kind of were a little bit worried about earlier in the season, we talked to Cooper Spears, his father, up here during the halftime. Man, that offensive front just playing more and more physical. I see more and more pancake blocks. I see more and more happy faces out there on the offensive front. And, Brett, you can tell when you're playing well. You can watch their emotions out there on the field. And I don't even have to go back and watch the film, and I think our offensive line is probably playing pretty good football.
Well, let me tell you what Coach Grider said in the locker room. He said, our offensive line is improving every week, and it's the most improved group on the field. And he said that group's going to determine how far we go this year. He said if they continue – he said we know we got good skill position guys. He said, but if the offensive line keeps getting better, he said we got a heck of a chance to go deep. He said they're going to carry us. We know what we've got. So – it's a big statement there.
I think it is, and playing physical football. And, you know, we've had outstanding offensive line groups in the past, Brett, that didn't have any size at all. Had a couple of, you know, dynamic players, but, you know, I always bring up a couple of the units that we've seen out there, and some of them weighed 220, 230, but they got after you, and they got better and better as the season went on. They play with a little edge, and, you know, a lot of that's emotions and having a good time and playing physical, and I'm seeing that out there with this group right now. And you're exactly right. I think we get caught up here talking about these athletes that we see out there on the field, and it's very easy to do, Brett. But we forget at times how good these lines of scrimmages are getting as this season moves on. And I really bragged on D. Woods there in the first half, but I thought Zy Owens and the remainder of that front seven played well there in the first half,
too. Well, we know that you're only successful if your offensive and defensive lines can hold their own. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, that's what really determines if you got time to throw it to these receivers. And look, hey, it's very easy to see why you would brag on a group this deep, because we have so many targets. I don't think we've ever had this many skilled guys at one time that have this level of talent. So it's very easy to talk about them consistently. Most teams would too if they had an opportunity to have this many guys, 7, 8 guys that can make plays anywhere around on the field. Noah Alsabrook will kick left to right here for the second half. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors kickoff. The region's authorized Mahindra Tractor and Spartan Mower dealer. 3 for 3 for Noah on his extra points there in the first half. Tweaked his hip last week. Didn't know if we'd have him tonight. Here's a pooch kick down here to the 20, going to be fielded on the run. 25, going to cut it across the field.
Bad angle.
30, 35, 40, 45, still on his feet midfield, going to be drugged down from behind. So caught this thing down here around the 25 and took it across midfield down to the Wildcat, 48-yard line. So about a 27, 28-yard return there for Chilton County.
You know, and it's one thing that this coaching staff knows, and we got a kicking coach down there that really gets after it, Brett, and works extremely hard, and that's Wayne Cowhick, my friend. You know how lucky we are to have Wayne as active as he is with this program. You know, I was the benefactor of Coach Haynes and his willingness to come out there and help our football team for so many years, and Wayne Cowhick's been that way.
They're going to go deep here on the first play. Wildcats have a chance at double coverage over there, but you're right. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know, there's a lot to be said about a guy that he's retired. He didn't have to do this anymore, but he's got a passion for it, wants to stay part of the program, and that only makes our program better.
Definitely does. But, you know, it's something we're working on, and it's something we hope to get better, and that's one bad angle right there. They hit the seam right at, you know, the hash mark on the opposite side, Brett. If we have a defender there, that's really, you know, maybe an 8 or 10-yard gain, but we don't, and they're able to pick up 12, 15 more up the middle of the field.
2nd and 10 at the 48, moving right to left. Miller going to swing it out here.
Great
Wildcats
job,
have it defended by Caden Hyde for a 2-yard loss. Great job reading that by Caden Hyde. Coming up, a little quick screen, and he was able to get upfield, make a play behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 13 coming up. 11-18 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats lead at 21-0. Trips down here to the bottom. Pistol formation. Take the snap. Under pressure. Simmons hits him, and then the receiver is demolished over on the far side. And Jai Hicks got a load of him, and Brian Simmons just tattooed Cannon Miller, and they got 2 of them down. Miller's up. But I'm telling you, boy, what a hit by Jai Hicks at the 45. He is still down.
I hope he's okay, Brett, because he did take he took a shot, and you know he's 5'7", 5'8", and here's the thing, you know when you're that low to the ground, there's really nowhere lower for Jai to go. But this is a perfect hit into the rib cage back here in the backfield by Brian Simmons, and man, he looks like he shot out of the gun every time he comes off that edge.
You better chip him. Because if he comes free, it is 110 miles an hour in your face. But Jai Hicks read the play also, and as soon as number 16, Rashad Childers, caught the football, boy, he was planted into the turf. 4th down, Chilton County have to punt. Jorge Castillo on the 35 to punt it out. 11:02 to go here in the 3rd quarter. High snap, had to back up. Going to punt it out of there. It's a high kick, but going to be short. And it's going to roll backwards and going to be dead at around the 32-33. So the Wildcats have really decent field position here to start their first offensive possession in the 3rd quarter. Wildcats lead at 21-0. Good defense by the Wildcats. You know, that could be the X factor. I know we gave up. Really had a quarter and a half where we didn't play real well at Homewood. It cost us the football game, and we had some opportunities, but we gave up some big plays. But our defense seems to be playing more consistent than anybody's in the region, and it could be the X factor by the time it's all said and done. Handoff up the middle to Malik Maddox. Kicked it outside, picked up about 3 or 4 yards. Had somebody in his face right at the line of scrimmage and kind of sidestepped him up there to the left and was able to pick up about 2-3 yards.
Yeah, it took what could have been a no gain back, maybe even a loss behind the line of scrimmage, and picks up 3 or 4 off the left side. And that's the one thing Malik really does a really good job of, is that jump step when he's got a defender on the top of him. And sets up 2nd and 7. Wildcats lead 21-0, 10:21 to go here in the 3rd.
2 down here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Gabe been in the shotgun formation. A little quick screen out here to Chris Foster, and couldn't hang on to it. Pass is incomplete. That was a forward pass. But he hustled to try to get on it, but the official blew it dead. So Darian Morgan will check into the game, and Malik Maddox will come out on 3rd down and 7. Corey Milner also back into the football game, 21-0. Wildcats face a possession play here at their own 35. Moving left to right. Haven't seen a lot of Sedarian tonight. Had a big touchdown pass last week thrown to him. 3rd and 7. Play clock down to 1. Not going to get the snap off. Though. No, they called it. Either we moved or they got us for delay of game. It had a 0 on the clock. Let's see what the call is. They're going to get us for movement because the back judge usually calls the delay of game, and they did. They saw the clock running down, and somebody got a little bit of an early start.
Had a good play call there, Brett. Had a comeback route over to Corey, and Corey had the matchup, and we may still have that matchup that we want. And my friend, 2 ain't covering him.
Here comes a man out of the backfield. Gabe going to step up and just throw it deep down the field. Looking for Corey Milner. Pass almost intercepted. Stride for stride there.
Sure did. I was wrong.
Two had it.
Deep post pattern. Corey did put that left arm in there. Almost brings in a one-hand catch. What a throw right there by the junior quarterback. But the defender able to stay, and he is winded coming back.
It was actually pretty doggone good coverage,
It
man.
was.
He was
It was
running
perfect.
stride for stride there, but Wildcats try to go deep on 3rd and 12. They're going to have to punt now. Malcolm will line up inside the 15.
Sending Riddick back deep to return this punt.
Yeah,
right?
how about that? Still 21-0. Wildcats in front. High snap. It's over. One-handed grab there by Malcolm. He's just going to take off and run with it. I think he's going to have a chance here. 40. He's got a first down. That's what you have in Malcolm Simmons as a punter. Not only does he save a ball going over his head with a one-handed grab, he just turns the corner and runs for a first down on 4th and 12. Now, you got to remember, he's 14 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, so think about what he just ran and just said, look, I'm going to beat you to the stick, and he did. And he gets it out here to the 45. And telling you, man, you don't get that anywhere else. He's the best punter in the state of Alabama. Shotgun snap, going to hand off Malik. Hit at the line of scrimmage, going to be driven backwards.
Couple of stats so far. Gabe Benton, 11 of 16 for 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. Malcolm Simmons now with 126 yards rushing, because that's going to go actually a little bit more than that, right at 130 yards rushing after that 15-yard gain to pick up the first down.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, turns what for most teams would have been a disaster into a first down. Play action. Gabe got his receiver out there at midfield. That's Corey. Down the far sideline, 40, 35, 30. Stutter step. A big play there. Picked up about 25 yards and a Wildcat first down. Compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates, man. This is the most deadly wide receiver core I believe I've ever seen at this school at one time. We've had some good ones now. Don't get me wrong, but, I mean, pick your poison when you look on the field and you see what we've got to throw the football to.
It's not a curl route, but that's what I'll call it, because it's what it looks like. And here's the thing that Corey does on this. It may not look designed, but it's designed. He is dinking you inside, hoping you come inside to try to defend him, Brett, and he is trying his best to get you down the sideline. He almost does it there for the touchdown, and Corey trying to reach over and fight some of those cramps off. He's run all up and down this field, and we'll send Malcolm Simmons back into the ball game.
Yeah, first down there. Malik Maddox, no gain up the middle, so now second down coming up. Two to the top, 2 to the bottom. Second down, 10 to 31. Gabe Benton shotgun, going to roll out to the right now. Throw pass on the run. Diving catch inside the 5-yard line. What a great catch by Sedarian Morgan.
So an updated 2026 recruiting list of the top 250 prospects in the country in the 2026 class, and I think it had Sedarian Morgan at like 56.
Wow.
And that is a freshman, my friends, at about 6'4", 6'5", 190,
making a veteran-looking play right there going down to the ground. First and goal, handoff to Malcolm, trying to turn it, going to cut it up in there, and he is going to walk in. Touchdown, Wildcats. Malcolm Simmons another multi-touchdown night for the junior.
2 touchdowns, both rushing the football, but this one's made by that junior quarterback, and Gabe Benton is just getting better and better. Looks so confident out there on the football field throwing the football, and the thing I like most about Gabe, and I said it earlier, he throws a catchable football. When he's got an open receiver, he could easily put it on a dime and really throw the ball in there with a little bit behind it, Brett, but he really always throws it out as Noah's going to knock this one through and go 4 for 4 so far on the night. But don't you agree with me on that? Looks like the ball's catchable each time it comes out of his hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's leading the receiver. Looks like he's putting it to where only our guy can catch the football, and, you know, everything just continues to click and get better. I mean, he's still dealing with some young guys out there, I mean, that are still learning. They may look like they're in college, but, I mean, some of them are 14 and 15 years old. So, but our special teams looks better tonight. You know, Coach Grider talked about that in the locker room with me. He said, man, it has been something that has driven him crazy over the last couple of weeks. And, you know, Noah tweaked his hip last week, and Caden Bowen did a good job of stepping in for him last week. But got to be able to have automatics for extra points. I mean, you don't want those things to sit on the edge of your seat.
Brag on a couple of our coaches, Brett. You know, it's time to do that. We've said enough about Coach Grider. I can't say enough good things about him. But, you know, the one coach that, you know, we've had on our staff for several years, but he really hasn't had a main role, but I'm so impressed with him, is Connor Smith. That guy gets after it out there on the field, Brett, talking to his offensive line. You can tell the offensive line really appreciates him, and I'm not sure that there's a position coach ever.
There's another pooch kick. This will be a face mask.
But if you have a good offensive line coach, buddy, things sure do work well for you.
Yeah, no doubt, and he's been given that opportunity. 2 flags on the field. Caught on the run again. They're catching this ball on the run at the 25 and bringing it straight up the field. And a face mask down the field. Not sure it'll be a 15, maybe a 5. We'll count it and see what they do. We're going to move it. It'll be a 15. When the referee starts running, and you can count it. You don't need to see a signal. He starts to jog down the field. It ain't 5. It's 15. So it's all the way down to the Wildcat 31-yard line. So our coverage here, if you're trying to pull out something that you want to look at, they're going to work on, is that it hadn't been the tightest on kickoff coverage tonight. And some mistakes have given Chilton County an opportunity. Thank goodness our defense has played well, and they haven't been able to capitalize. Here's a play action on first down. Under pressure, he's going to throw. He is hit as he throws, and he's going to waste it over here to the left. And Cannon Miller really nowhere to go. D. Woods and Zy Owens all over him once again.
Caden Hyde also the first one back there with pressure, Brett. And I really bragged on Caden last week, and I'll brag on him here again tonight. You know, as the season's moved on, and we saw that with him last year, I thought he was one of our better football players as the season ended last year. And as this season starts moving on, I keep calling his name more and more as well.
Second down and 10, 7:28 to go here in the third. Wildcats up 28-0. Handoff left side, gets hit at the 30 and spins down inside.
That's Savon Spradley, buddy. That is a textbook tackle. Headgear into the midsection of a big 190-pound running back, and he falls forward for 2 or 3 yards. But Savon's been really active out there tonight. Came into the ball game, our second leading tackler on the season with 44 stops coming into the game.
Zy Owens going to have to hobble off the field, so we'll check on him. 3rd down and 7 coming up. We'll say the ball's at the 27. Miller in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his right, going to fire a pass. Boy, hit immediately as the ball arrived. Corey Milner timed it perfect. It was going to be right at the sticks, but a slant pattern and Corey Milner breaking that pass up, playing perfect coverage over there on the far side.
Not easy to do, and Coach Grider brags on Corey with that, and that's his closing speed and his ability to read a pass and then break on the football. And I'm telling you, he is very, very good over there.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't know that there are enough big-time colleges that realize they need to come watch this young man at corner. But hopefully the word's getting out.
Trips to the top here on third down. Pump fake.
Perfect play.
Going to go into the corner of the end zone. Jump ball incomplete.
Can't play it better. It's a hitch and go down the right sideline. Corey reads it. Never turns inside to even look at that hitch. Brett stays back there, able to high point it and not allow Worthy, who's about his equal size-wise. Worthy's listed at 6'2". Corey, I'm thinking, is more around 6'3", maybe even a little bit taller than that 6'3", but he's able to high point it and knock that football away. And that's his, third pass breakup of the football game?
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job over there, man. It's almost a shutdown corner situation. He just shuts that whole side of the field down when he's on defense. 1st and 10, turnover on downs. Wildcats have the football back. Going to hand off up the middle. Malik Maddox broke a tackle 30 up to the 33, 34-yard line. That's about 4, almost 5 yards there on first.
Colin Thompson really battling in there in the middle part of that front, getting push ahead, and that's what I like to see is those bodies flying around 5-6 yards down the field. And we've been really good. Our offensive line has played that way. 4 yards there on first down sets up 2nd and 6.
6-11 and counting here in the third quarter. Wildcats up 28-0. Trips up to the top of the formation. One receiver to the bottom. Gabe takes the snap. Going to throw it out here in the flat. Got Ty Williams on offense for the first time. Going to be brought down. There's a horse collar up here at midfield, and they will add some more yards. Got Ty in the mix now on offense from time to time, who also played a little backup quarterback last year in an emergency role.
No, not positive, but he may be the fastest 40 on this team, Brett. Have I heard that correctly?
Yeah, you're exactly right.
I think that if you are and you play as physical as Ty does, as the season progresses, you probably want to get the ball in his hands 3 or 4 more times. And, last week he almost returned an interception. He almost returned a kickoff. Every time he had the football, it felt like he was one step away from making a big play. So I like the change-up. And top side of the field right there, Malcolm was running free too.
Well, penalty gets it all the way down inside the 35 to the 34. 1st down and 10, trips to the top, 1 to the bottom. Gabe takes the snap. Play action, going to throw it over the middle. He's got his receiver at the 22 and going to be brought down right there. It's Chris Foster on that little quick slant pass. He's got a 1st down. Compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates. Want to remind everybody, all of our quarters are brought to you by Security Pest Control, the best against pests. Sponsoring all of our quarters tonight. Hand off right side, Malik, 20, 15, and going to get down to almost the 10. I'm going to say he went out of bounds right there at the 11. So he's got right at 10 yards. Maybe enough to move the chains again. Let's see.
Really taking it to Chilton County right now. 28-0, 5 minutes to go here in the third. Physical play up front. Got a little pep in our step, Brett. I'm
got a 1st down
overall.
They did move the chains, 10 yards there by Malik. 1st and 10 at the 11. Hand off to Malik inside. 5-3-2, diving in. Did he get there? He did. Touchdown, Malik Maddox. Running hard between the tackles. The senior finds pay dirt.
This one starts out to the right, cuts it back across the grain, across the face of the center. And from about the 5-yard line in, it's just sheer will.
He's a hard runner. That kid between the tackles, he gets the gritty yards that a lot of times you don't get a lot of credit for. But, man, he high steps, and, boy, if he breaks a tackle, he's off to the races.
Well, I like putting Malcolm out there at receiver from time to time, too. He's played majority at running back, but, man, you saw him take off down the field. We didn't spotlight him there, Brett, but I know that's where a lot of colleges are looking for him to play, and my friend, I understand it the way that he comes off the ball.
Extra point is good by Noah Alsabrook. Been some great special teams there, much improved tonight. 35-0 is your new S&S Discount Tire score. This is a Chilton County team that's come in and had Helena 28-8 at halftime, lost at the very end, had to go to overtime with Briarwood. They had a lead in that game, gave it up, and very athletic, very talented. Worried about their athleticism in some areas, but, man, the Wildcats have just kind of turned it up a notch here the last couple of weeks and destroying Chilton County right now with 4:52 to go here in the third quarter, up 35-0.
And if there is one negative on this football team tonight, it's this kick coverage. And so hopefully a few more times to work on that with a couple of more scores tonight, Brett. And at this point, do you try to start knocking it deep? I think both of these young men can kick it inside the 10-yard line. And
they can.
A lot of what we've seen tonight is the sideline pooch kick down to about the 30-yard line and try to get a coverage down there right on top, but we'll see what we'll do here. You know, at a certain point, you just go, let's see if we can get it back as far as we can.
Right. That Patterson Truck Parts drive recap was capped off by an 11-yard run by senior Malik Maddox. Extra point added up by Noah Alsabrook. He'll kick off right here. Going to pooch it again. High kick. Be fielded at the 20-yard line on the far side. Going to bring it ahead. Great coverage that time. Kicked it to the other side of the field. Wildcats had 3 or 4 defenders on top of him after about a 3-yard return. So bottling him up over there.
Murphy and Noah Long in on that stop. And, you know, I brag on Noah and his size and what I think he's going to be as a football player in the years to come. And really quickly down there and a sure-handed tackle. And we need that, Brady. We'll give this up. Start at the 27, 30-yard line would be a benefit at this point.
1st and 10, Chilton County at the 28. 4:45 to go here in the third. Wildcats in control, 35-0. Miller, handoff in the backfield. And I mean, just as soon as the handoff is given, D. Woods is kind of sitting back there waiting, and nobody is blocking him at all. And
Wes Coleman has looked at me about 5 times tonight. And so far this season, I think he's seen it, but he hasn't seen it with his own 2 eyes in front. And Wes, he's been doing it all year, buddy. He's like shot out of a cannon. He's strong, plays physical, but maybe the best that we've seen him. He played about this well against Central Clay, didn't he, Brett?
He did. 2nd and 13 now. A little quick pitch over here, tries to cut it inside. We missed a tackle, and there are 5, 6, 7 Wildcats going to gang up on him right there at the 30, maybe the 29-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and about 9 coming up for Chilton County. Clock under 3:45 here in the third. Wildcats 5 touchdowns here tonight.
Didn't allow cutback lane there. Jai didn't get credited with the stop, Brett, but he was in a good spot to not let him get going up the field. Small gain, 3rd down and 9, 3:26 to go here in the third. Wildcats lead 35-0.
Shotgun snap for Cannon Miller, takes it.
Oh, my.
Little pitch over here around the backside, going to turn the corner. And nowhere to go. Backwards movement for the Chilton County offense.
And this is a reverse going back the opposite way, and D. Woods almost tackles the guy giving the ball off on the reverse before he ever gets a hold of it, but able to get rid of it at the last second. Brian Simmons makes the stop over there on the sideline with Zy Owens, and Brett, good to see Zy back in the ball game.
Yeah, kind of came off, hobbled a little bit, and back in on that series, and glad to see him back. Chilton County going to have to punt the football from inside the 20. We'll go back around the 15. Just got it off as the play clock expired, almost blocked it. Got it away.
Oh, my. You're going to get him with a penalty there.
Yeah, maybe just 5, though. I'm not sure he roughed him. We'll see what they call. Ran into him, but.
No, well, he ran in front. The guy ran kind of closed
It's not going to be rough. It's not going to be
him.
rough, and it's still going to be at 5 at the most. 2:40 to go here in the third. Personal foul.
I'm telling you.
That's unbelievable.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the Coach Grider just like, what did you see that we didn't?
I mean, there was nothing to see. I mean, he swung his leg and it kind of came down on him. He didn't go into him. He went to the side of him.
That may be one of the worst calls I've seen. I mean, if that's a personal foul, a normal tackle is. Handoff up the middle and going to be ripped down for no gain. I'm serious. I mean, if you're gonna call that a personal foul, really nothing else to say about that.
There's not.
Second down, and we'll call it 11 back here at the 44.
Boy, we're playing physical in the middle part of that line. They're getting zero push, running the clock. Clearly they don't feel real good about hitting us down the field, or they'd be trying it a little more. And I'm not saying that they won't, but, you know.
It hadn't even really been close when they've tried those deep passes.
Well, Worthy's matched up with Milliner. And if he beats Milliner, it would be a surprise, really. And we all kind of know that.
Trips down here to the bottom, and they'll swing it out here, and Wildcats.
Christopher Wyckoff,
and he
beautiful
missed the tackle,
play.
but the Wildcats clean it up.
Still really good job by Christopher Wyckoff coming off of the block. Doesn't get the stop. Holds him up plenty of time, and that's got to be.
Savon and Inslee.
I was about to say, most of the time when it's a safety coming up like that, all the way back to last year, it's Inslee Goggins hitting him. And he and Savon Spradley. Savon's been really good tonight, Brett.
Yeah, he has. I mean, he's been called several times, and Ty's going to go down with a little bit of a cramp issue, I believe, here at midfield. We'll take a quick advanced hitting and air timeout with them. 35-0 Wildcats in control. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Welcome to Alex City Food Shop, your locally owned and operated Shell station located at Highway 280 and Airport Drive. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline and get the best total engine protection you can get, period. Stop by anytime, day or night, open 24/7, and check out the great specials on all your favorite convenience store items. Keep that car clean with a touch-free car wash where your 6th wash is always free. Also, be sure to use your FRN and Winn-Dixie reward card and save on all of your gasoline purchases.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house, you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Morris Haynes Law Firm in Alex City has had a fantastic 2022. Morris Haynes has settled cases totaling over $7 million and has tried cases in 5 different counties from Mobile to Etowah, where Alabama juries have awarded over $5 million. If you, a family member, or a friend is harmed by the wrongdoing of another, please consider giving Morris Haynes a call, 256-329-2000.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Let Riverbank and Trust open doors for you. Whether you're purchasing land, a lot by the lake, or building or buying a home, begin with Tallapoosa County's loan experts. They'll guide you through the entire process, providing local decision-making, prompt responses, and the best real estate loan solutions for your unique needs. And in most cases, Riverbank and Trust can close your loan in 30 days or less, and they'll walk by your side every step of the way. It's all just part of the Riverbank and Trust difference. We invite you to experience it for yourself.
The all-new R Cafe in Rockford is open and the place for true Southern-style cooking. Open Tuesday through Saturday in downtown Rockford on US 231. The R Cafe serves up true Southern cooking with a meat and 3 for lunch. And on Friday and Saturday, get the best dinners in the area with fresh from the garden vegetables. Gulf-style scallops and shrimp, and Bayou-style alligator. Central Alabama's new place for Southern-style cooking with a down-home atmosphere. That's the all-new R Cafe in downtown Rockford.
Hey, honey, it's Mom. Just wanted to call and check in, see how everything's going. You'll probably say not to worry. Everything is great. But we miss you. I'll call you back later. Hey, tell me everything.
Everything's great. I love it here.
Why is Sarah Automotive Group on Highway 280 in Sylacauga the place for the best deals on your new ride? 3 compelling reasons. 1. With 3 full new car dealers on one lot, you get the best in comparison and incentives on Fords, Hondas, and Nissans. Unmatched selection. 2. Sarah pays over market value for your trade to maintain East Central Alabama's best pre-owned vehicle selection and sale. And 3. The Sarah Automotive price won't be beat and delivers lower payments and huge value on your next buy. Shop online or on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Third, Chilton County with the football here, 3rd down and 10 at their own 45. Trips up to the top, one to the bottom. They move right to left here in the 3rd period of play. Wildcats have scored twice here in the 3rd. To extend that lead, drops back to pass. He's going to step up under pursuit and going to go down from behind. D. Woods just puts another notch over here in the chalkboard.
They almost have no yards here in the second half. You know, the lone offense that they've had in the second half has been kickoff returns, Brett.
Yeah,
they've had tremendous field position in the ball game, but
well, don't get near the guy here.
No.
Punting. If you brush him, it could be a 15-yarder. 24 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Low snap, going to have to scoop it up. Gets it off, end over end kick, hits it to 31, going to roll inside the 25. Come on now. I don't know if Ty had to really hop over the ball and go to the boundary, but anyway, it rolls dead, and the Wildcats will take over with 4.7 seconds to go here in the 3rd.
We're all a little nervous with that after the Homewood game.
Yeah, you're going to go back.
Understandably. But he saw it, and he was able to get over it. And we'll see. I think Malik will probably come back out here unless we're in 5 wide. And we may be in 5 wide.
Yeah, I think we are in 5.
Great crowd here tonight for homecoming.
Yeah, it's dwindling now with such a big lead. But it has been a great crowd here. Shotgun snap, last play of the 3rd quarter. Going to dump it underneath to Chris Foster. He couldn't get that block over there. And then they're going to get a hold, I believe. And not a good scenario over there. And Chris got hit pretty hard. He's laid out and going to get a hold. And that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a 35-0 lead into the 4th quarter. Brought to you by Security Pest Control. That ball will go all the way back to the 11.
Love the play call, though.
Yeah.
My, what a play call. And
that's going to be the final. I don't think they'll run another one, an untimed down.
But, Brett, they run Malcolm across the formation, set up all 5 receivers on this side, run a crossing pattern back to the slot receiver. And they got one defender to beat over there, Brett. They beat him.
Yeah.
It's a walk-in down that left sideline.
We might put on a show, but poor Chris. Another penalty on a catch. I mean, it just – the quarter should be over because it was an offensive penalty. They're going to give us a free play, which they're not supposed to do. Can't end the half on a defensive penalty. They're going to take a snap anyway with 0 time, or we just either skip the break and we're just going to keep playing. Here's a swing pass over here in the flat. Complete. 10, 15, up here to the 20-yard line, and that should be the final play of the 3rd, and we go to the 4th. Up 35-0. That's your SNS Discount Tire Score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
This is Joseph Dean with Alabama Funeral Homes. As many of you are aware, we had a fire that significantly damaged our facilities. We were in the process of getting those rebuilt. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused the families that we serve. I want you to know that we are capable of handling all of your needs at Frederick Dean Funeral Home of Opelika, which will be servicing Alabama Funeral Homes families. We can be reached at our same number, 256-896-4502, or by email at joseph@alabamafuneralhomes.com.
The food at Oscar's Cafe makes your mouth water. At Oscar's, enjoy great tasting catfish, or maybe you're just in the mood for one of Oscar's fresh salads. Even kids know the place for a fine meal is Oscar's with a great kids menu. Oscar's also has great tasting burgers full of backyard flavor. So come on out to Oscar's Cafe for great food and homegrown hospitality. We're located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, just before the Blue Creek Bridge. And remember, it's all fun and games till there's only one cheese ball left.
So, you finally got the boat, ATV, or side-by-side of your dreams, huh? But make it yours with marine-grade audio that'll provide crisp, high-quality sound that's loud enough to be heard, whether you're cruising on the lake or hitting a mud hole. Come see Steve at the Car Stereo Shop in Auburn, so you'll be ready to crank up the volume. Whoa, but wait, you don't have to pull out of the water and trailer it to Auburn. The Car Stereo Shop can handle all of your work at any one of the Lake Martin marinas.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, I'm Scott Blake.
I'm Angie Richardson, and we are the loan team here at Movement Mortgage.
Whether you're a first-time home buyer or you've gone through the process before,
Our mission is to help you move forward with the purchase of your future plans. Call me at 256-397-2771.
or call me at 256-794-1003.
Scott Blake, NMLS number 527945. Angie Richardson, NMLS number 216556. Movement Mortgage supports equal housing opportunity, NMLS number 39179. For licensing information, please visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Hey, honey, it's Mom. Just wanted to call and check in, see how everything's going. You'll probably say not to worry. Everything is great. But we miss you. I'll call you back later.
Mom, everything's great. I love it here.
Why is Sarah Automotive Group on Highway 280 in Sylacauga the place for the best deals on your new ride? 3 compelling reasons. 1. With 3 full new car dealers on one lot, you get the best in comparison and incentives on Fords, Hondas, and Nissans. Unmatched selection. 2. Sarah pays over market value for your trade to maintain East Central Alabama's best pre-owned vehicle selection and sale. And 3. The Sarah Automotive price won't be beat and delivers lower payments and huge value on your next buy. Shop online or on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Security Pest Control.
A lot of stats so far tonight, Brett. 407 yards of offense for the Wildcats, 244 of those coming through the air, 163 rushing yards. Let's go down to some individuals. Gabe Benton, 16 of 22 for 244 and 2 touchdowns. Malcolm Simmons, 11 carries for 118 yards, and I don't think that's taken into account that 15-yard gain. So he's got 133 yards rushing here in the ball game, 2 touchdowns. Malik Maddox now with 7 carries, 36 yards, and a touchdown.
Great offensive stats here. Malcolm will split down here to the bottom of the formation as we move right to left here in the 4th period. First down into 2nd and 13. Going to roll to the left. Malcolm, but you're going to hit him underneath. That's Chris Foster.
No,
Nuke McKinney. 40-yard line up to the 43. I couldn't see his number till he turned. And first down, big play there. Had a couple guys. Gabe has the luxury of rolling out and seeing 3 or 4 guys running loose downfield, and he gets to pick which one he wants to throw to and throws it underneath the Newton McKinney.
First reception for McKinney tonight. I think
some of these
right.
guys get. You're right. That's what I was about to say. Some guys just go missing some nights, and the next week they may have 5 catches for 200 yards.
All about the matchup and all about the way they're defending.
Play action, going to get it out there to Chris Foster. He takes a big hit in the backfield. Nobody out there to block for him, and Chris going to go down at the 39. So this drive going in the wrong direction. Second down and about 14 or 15. We'll see where they put it down. It's going to be at the 39. We'll call it 2nd and 14. Wildcats in control, 35-0. Look to improve to 5-1 on the season. Off to an outstanding start here, the 2022 campaign. Penalty flag. We got a little bit of a Chris jumped a little bit here in the slot, and it'll cost us 5, so it'll be 2nd and 19.
Scoreboard looks great, 35-0 with 10:37 to go, but it has been a far from clean game from us from a penalty standpoint. I have no idea how many, Brett, but 15+ here on the ball game, and
not acceptable.
Just not many things that you can.
Some warranted, some maybe not, but regardless.
For the most part, a lot of them warranted.
No, exactly. Yeah. Like I said, most, but some probably not. 3 down here to the bottom, 1 up to the top. Man out of the backfield is Malik Maddox. Gabe going to throw underneath to Chris Foster, and he dropped it at the 40-yard line. So 3rd and 19 coming up. You know, tonight we have sprinted somebody out of the backfield on almost every play. It has been Malcolm, it's been Malik, it's been, various personnel that have leaked out into the flat. And somebody's eyes are going out there, so that's creating things underneath, and we've been able to hit them underneath on several plays. Went there again on that play. Chris just couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down and 19 at our own 34. Gabe Ben takes the snap, going to look over to the left, now back to the right. Got a screen set up, broke a tackle 40, 45 midfield, and going to be about a yard or yard and a half short of a first down. Malcolm Simmons with the football, and Wildcats going to put the heavy package in here on 4th down. D. Wood, Zy Owens, Jai Hicks, and Caden Hyde go in. Wildcat formation, Malcolm will go in at quarterback. Really on that one bad snap tonight, that got corrected. 10 seconds on the play clock. 4th down and a full yard, about a yard and a half. Snap going to hand it off over here, up the middle, and a big first down across the 45 down to around the 43-yard line. That time Malcolm took the snap and handed it off.
Big Jai Hicks, we saw him the last couple of games last year, Brett, really run the football well.
He can run.
Between the tackles, and reminds me so much of Tank Spivey
well,
out
he got
there
in there
the
in that last game of the season against Sylacauga and really started running the football well.
Just has that look, though, doesn't he? He's about 5'10", 230 pounds.
Right.
Big, bullish player. Plays great on the defensive side of the ball. Can really run it well when given the opportunity. And I like that play call, Brett, just to change up and give a different look.
1st and 10 to 42. Going to hand it to Malcolm up the middle. 40-yard line.
Another good run.
Down inside the 40, down to around the 36, 37 goes Malcolm. So Malcolm Simmons racking up the rushing yards tonight, and he's getting better between the tackles, those hard
it's no
yards.
longer a 1-yard gain
right.
or a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. When they're converging and getting push up front, he's still picking up 4 or 5 yards by keeping the legs driving. And, he's not a small guy back there. He's probably 6'1", a little over 6'1", probably weighs 170 pounds.
Right.
And has the build to be able to do this, but just hadn't had to ever, and so it's a little learning situation.
Here's this sprint out of the backfield by Malcolm.
Good job,
Gabe's going to take off and run to the right. Slide. Good job getting down, and he's got a first down. Compliments of UAB Cardiology Associates. Moving the chains there. Let's see if they give it to him. Yep, they do. They're going to move the chains. 8-12 to go here in the ball game. Wildcats up 35-0 here on homecoming.
Nice drive being put together here. Had a couple of penalties, Brett, but for the most part, been able to do what we want. And I keep repeating Coach Coleman tonight because I'm getting a different eye from the color standpoint on what he's seeing. And Coach Krager can really call a ball game, can he?
Well, look at his resume, and that's all you really got to see. Been the offensive coordinator for Spanish Fort and Thompson High School, and I don't know if there's been two better programs. Handoff up the middle, 20-yard line, spinning down inside the 20 to the 18. That's Malik Maddox on another big-time run, and he picked up about 17 yards up the middle. Malik Maddox racking up the rushing yards already with a touchdown tonight. 1st and 10, going to go Hurry at the 18. Handoff Malik again.
Good run.
Down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 3, almost 3.5.
Bragged on Connor Smith a little bit earlier and the life and emotion that he has over here on the sideline. I really want to brag on Marcel Burns, Brett. Marcel is in the football game, my friend. As a wide receiver coach,
right? He
is in it to win it. He's definitely over there talking to his players, making sure they get quickly to the line of scrimmage. And Marcel was a great player here, and I'm glad to see him back as part of the team as there's a player down on the field for Chilton County.
Yeah, Chilton County has a man down at the 12 or 13-yard line, so we hope he is okay. And 7:28 to go here in the football game. They'll tend to him. We'll take an advanced heating and air timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
You want the best opportunity to be successful in life. You deserve that opportunity. Well, you just happens to be in our motto, central to you, central to your success. Your future is right now. Don't wait. Make your dreams a reality by enrolling at Central Alabama Community College. Register today at cacc.edu.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com today.
The all-new Triple R Cafe in Rockford is open and the place for true Southern-style cooking. Open Tuesday through Saturday in downtown Rockford on US 231. The Triple R Cafe serves up true Southern cooking with a meat and 3 for lunch. And on Friday and Saturday, get the best dinners in the area with fresh from the garden vegetables. Gulf-style scallops and shrimp, and Bayou-style alligator. Central Alabama's new place for Southern-style cooking with a down-home atmosphere. That's the all-new Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford.
You don't have to ask who, what, or why. Who's Diner is the go-to place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 22 and 280 in Alex City. Who's Diner offers the best meals and the best deals in town. Try our fresh, made-from-scratch pancakes, chicken salad, Philly cheesesteak, or the Who Burger. It doesn't get any better than Who's Diner, of course, on the corner of Highway 22 and 280. Who's hungry? Why is Sarah Automotive Group on Highway 280 in Sylacauga the place for the best deals on your new ride? 3 compelling reasons. 1. With 3 full new car dealers on one lot, you get the best in comparison and incentives on Fords, Hondas, and Nissans. Unmatched selection. 2. Sarah pays over market value for your trade to maintain East Central Alabama's best pre-owned vehicle selection and sale. And 3. The Sarah Automotive price won't be beat and delivers lower payments and huge value on your next buy. Shop online or on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Up.
Brett, we're talking during the break about a conversation I used to have with you a long time. And that was Braden Pritchard running around.
That's right.
Like a chicken with his head cut off. And you flipping out, wondering where he is. And
just making sure he didn't fall over the rail in there.
And right now.
And you're doing the same.
A few years later, I got Kendall and I own. I'm telling you.
Good luck. I've been there. You saw me. All right, here we go on 2nd and 6. Going to throw it towards the corner. Corey Milner turned and stuck it across the pylon. Touchdown. This guy's a major college football player, man. I'm telling you. He makes plays that you see 2- and 3-year guys in college make. Turned around, back shoulder throw by Gabe Benton. He snatches it out of the air before he goes out of bounds, stops and reaches around, gets it over the pylon for a touchdown. I mean, this guy just keeps making big-time collegiate plays.
Can't throw it any better than that either, Brett. Very catchable ball to the left side of the field. I keep bragging on Gabe with that tonight. The right-hand quarterback throwing to the left side of the field, never easy as Noah steps up and knocks this one through.
But he just makes everything look so simple.
He does. That's a comeback route over here on the sideline, and Gabe catches it, and he's got the wherewithal just to step forward 2 or 3 yards and stick that right arm out there near the pylon and get it into the end zone for the touchdown. That's his 2nd of the night. Probably 4 or 5 catches. I'll catch up with Graham here shortly and give you a stat update.
In high school on that play, just making the catch right there is a win. He made a college play right there. I think you need to understand out there, if you're listening, that he turned around a back shoulder throw, a timing route. He catches the football, stops his momentum, and as he's about to go out of bounds, kind of contorts his body to reach it across the goal line before he goes out. And man, that's such a high-level play. And you'll watch that one on film, and you'll see what I'm saying. It's just amazing what he continues to do. And this guy goes both ways, man. He's a shutdown corner. Then he comes back and makes play after play as a wide receiver, and it's really unbelievable. 42.
2 touchdowns for him. Is that 4
I think
passing touchdowns tonight?
I think so.
If that's the case, Brett, that's 20 touchdown passes to only 2 INTs for Gabe Benton. Man, he is obliterating any passing record marks that we've had here at Benjamin Russell High School. It's just not even close.
We knew he had a chance to do it. Here's a little flip back on a kickoff. That ain't going to work. Broke 1 tackle, though. 25-30, still running, though. Going to be pushed down up here. Should have been tackled about the 20-yard line.
That's how tough Riddick is.
Riddick is a strong stud of a player, but hasn't had much impact here tonight. 42.
You know, he's looked great defensively when he's had the chances. But
he's made his plays. There's no doubt about it.
You know, you can see it. Out there on the field, you get why there's so much
hype,
acclaim around him, and he's the #1 prospect in the state next year. Is that right?
That's correct. Yep.
If Malcolm's anywhere outside of the top 3 or 4, I have no clue what anyone's looking or needs or wants. I don't want to sound like a homer, but am I wrong, Brett?
No. Down the road, and we'll give a score update. Here's a
look at that play.
Gang tag. Ball's loose, picked up. Scoop and score.
Savon.
Scoop and score. Touchdown. Wildcats, Savon Spradley. Ball popped out up here at the 45, went right in Savon's arms. He had a convoy lead him down, and Savon Spradley gets in on the scoring.
Just a super job defensively of containing that edge, Brett. A little reverse speed sweep back this way. The first defender that we had, Caden Hyde, he got crack blocked down pretty hard right there at the line of scrimmage, and we come up, make a stop, strip it, and the senior Savon Spradley, who I've been bragging on all night, playing well, picks that one up and carries it into the end zone.
Yeah, this has Been a big-time show for the Wildcats, 6:44 to go. What I was going to tell everybody down the road, Dayville with another running clock tonight. I think every one of their games over the last 3 or 4 weeks have been running clocks. Extra points up and no good. So there's a miss. 48-0. Wildcats lead it. But that Dayville team down the road, they tough too, man.
They got athletes, my friend, and
best two teams in the county right now as far as, got an opportunity. I don't know what both teams will end up doing. Dayville still undefeated. They have a chance to finish the season undefeated. Wildcats right now,
it's a great football team.
Got an opportunity to end the
really
season
high.
with only one loss. So
ceiling's really high.
Yeah, it is.
And I think we're getting better. I think we're extremely well coached. I can't brag enough on the coaching staff and what all they've done on a short turn.
Right.
And, I'm going to keep saying it because, when you get this far into the season, you start seeing some changes. You start seeing players moving around. You start seeing the lines of scrimmage starting to mesh together. And we bragged on that all night. Defensively, all year we've really bounced around and, had a lot of players converging on the ball and really running to the football well, and that's always been something that we've hung our hat on around here, Brett, is the ability to play defensive football, physical defensive football, and it's much the same as what we're seeing tonight. Look at this kick.
Big-time kick inside the 10 by Noah. Going to bring it out to the 20, 25, 30, and tackled at the 35. So, you kick off, and I think this is what Coach Grider's doing with this kicking game. You kick it deep, and he runs it to the 35, and with it spread out, you got a chance to break one. You got a better chance of containing on a pooch kick, and we've been kicking it down to the 20, 25, and when we contain, they end up around the 30, so, really 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
Noah Long again, special teams in on the stop.
Now he's in on defense.
He's been really close to making even more tackles out there on special teams.
Right.
And over the years, we've been able to point to players and be able to tell they're going to be, I think, remember Nicolby on special teams and knowing that it was coming. And then the following year, he's back there running back and he's making plays all over the field. So, a lot of times you get your first opportunity on special teams.
Chilton County burns a timeout. We'll take an advanced heating and air timeout with them. Wildcats up big, 48-0. That's your SNS Discount Tire score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
The heat is on, and nowhere gives you more than KiaofAuburn.com. First, we give you more for your trade-in. Just scan the code to find out how much. Next, the all-new Kia Sportage is here, and you'll be ready for anything. Then, at KiaofAuburn.com, you can custom order your new Kia just the way you want. Want more? Check out our selection of certified pre-owned Kias with 165-point inspection, complete protection plans, and so much more. Selection, price, trade-in value. You always get it all at Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
Are you looking to buy a home, but you're having second thoughts because you think it'll be a complicated process? Cross Country Mortgage, your local lender, will make everything smooth, easy, and stress-free for you. When you work with CCM, there are only 6 simple steps in the home buying process: pre-approval, application, underwriting, conditional approval, final underwriting, and closing. That's all there is to it. Get started today with their online pre-approval application. Visit crosscountryMortgage.com/Auburn-AL-4307.
We are Debt Relief Agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Something big is coming. Something so big,
It'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
John Strickland says go and buy Strickland's Watts. Yes, Strickland's Watts on Dadeville Road. The girls will get those great biscuits ready every day. That's Monday through Friday. Propane now every day. Pellet ice every day. And also, don't forget about the fish. Fish and tackle, bait, minnows, and worms. So you're going to get that service. Now you'll get that John Strickland service like, hey, I appreciate it. Y'all come on back to see us at Strickland's Watts.
When Americans needed a car that worked harder than a car, we built them a truck. And they used our trucks to build interstates and industries and communities, livelihoods and neighborhoods. Americans needed vehicles worthy of who they are and what they can do. So, we built them a truck.
8-0, Wildcats lead it. 6:36 to go here in the ball game. Chilton County's got it here at their own 35. Scoop and score here by Savon Spradley on that last possession for Chilton County. Is that the first defensive score of the year for us? Tackle in the backfield there by D. Woods. I mean, boy, that just keeps being a repetitive statement.
That's actually Pulliam, Brett.
Oh, is that Pulliam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, even better. Isn't that right?
Yeah, well, let's go back, though. Is that the first defensive score?
I think you're right. If there has been another one, I don't remember it. Definitely hasn't been an interception return for a touchdown. We've been close. Ty's been
he's had a
really
chance,
close
right.
last week. But, again, I'm going to brag on Pulliam. That's
a
205-pound for a sophomore out there.
Yes, sir.
Big legs, going to be a big kid.
There's a lot of depth in players over the next 3 or 4 classes coming up.
And that middle school's off to, what, a 4-1 mark, and you keep bragging on them, Brett.
Well, they only lost to Pike Road 30-28, and we had the ball with a chance to win that one. So handoff again. They're going to be bringing up some really good football players to the 9th grade next year from this 8th grade bunch, and so looks to be pretty good for a while around these parts.
Heard nothing but super things about Willie Williams, the head coach over there at the middle school.
So organized on the sideline, let me say that. Everything looks like a well-oiled machine. Everybody knows what's going on. They're in the right spot. It's not discombobulated. Just a sight for sore eyes, and he's in control over there. Handoff over the right side, 40-45, midfield. Tried to rip it out of there. Corey did, almost did, but able to run. But, there was a play, and I won't say what happened in the game, but there was a play this week in that middle school game where we were up big, and we ran a player into a position that he normally doesn't play. And when Coach Williams realized that player was out there and they were kind of making it like a circus, he called a timeout. And he chewed the whole team out and the coaching staff and basically said, we don't do that kind of stuff, and sent the right guy out there to play the position. And that sent a message to the whole team and the coaches, said, look, we're going to keep coaching and playing the right way, whether we're up 48 or down 48. But he sent a message, and I loved it. I watched it from the stands, and there's no doubt about who's in control in that middle school program. Chilton County up here, first down and 10, picked up a couple yards. It brings up second down and 8, 4:09 to go.
Not many things more important when it comes to building a football program.
Well, discipline's so huge.
Well, and having every team that you're putting out there on the field competing as hard as they possibly can.
Right. 2 down here to the bottom, 1 to the top. Second down and 8. New fresh faces all the way around, except with the exception of a few. New quarterback in for Chilton County. Got a good arm there, number 14. That's Parker Willis.
Christopher Wyckoff back in coverage. In a very good spot. Goes up, tries to high point it. Able to knock the football away, and he's really played well this year on that backside corner, Brett.
Right.
We've had Corey starting really a lot of times on whoever we consider their top receiver to be. And Christopher's been steady Eddie on that backside as a senior, and good to see that.
3rd and 8. I'm going to run it over here to the right side. Nowhere for him to go. Just going to try to run it and going to be shoved out of bounds by Savon Spradley, and it'll be 4th down. Gets inside the 45.
It's what Savon does so well, Brett. Running sideline to sideline, closing speed, making stops all over the field. Has the strength and the ability to make plays in between the tackles also, but the thing that has always for 3 years impressed me with him there is his ability to run sideline to sideline, hawk somebody down, and that's what you see right there. That had a chance to pick up a 1st down if he's unable to get over there and beat him to the sideline.
Parker Willis on 4th down and 5. Didn't jump, almost. And Chilton County will burn a timeout with 3:33 on the clock.
Not much you can complain about.
Yeah, 2nd down, new quarterback in for the Wildcats. Some new guys in the football game, and we'll run some of those down.
Elijah Johnson into the ball game at QB. I think it's Wilson getting the ball. No, it's not Wilson back there in the backfield.
That Baby J?
No, it's 26, and you called his name a little bit earlier in the ball
game. He was the
game.
captain, Jai Norris. He's a freshman. Jai Norris, yeah. Going to be a good running back for us, for sure. 3rd down, going to hand it to him over on the right side and running ahead. He's got a 1st down across the 30. He's a hard runner and shifty.
Good blocking on the right side, and this is the backup offensive line group. No, it's a couple of starters still in the ball game, and Cooper Spears will come out now. Great football game for him as a junior tonight. Has really played well. I've seen him running defensive linemen 5-6 yards down the field all night long, and just a super kid. Big personality, Brett. Love talking to him. He loves football. I always tell you, I like dealing with kids on the football field that you ain't got to sit around and worry about whether they're going to be playing next year. They love the sport.
Right.
They're engaged in the sport. They're bought into it, and Cooper Spears is definitely that kid. When you talk about football, you can tell he loves it.
I show up after work. Cooper's at my house, so he pretty much lives there. He's about moved in, I believe, with us, and we'll take him, though. He's a phenomenal kid and great football player here for the Wildcats on the offensive line. Handoff over here. 2nd down, and clock will roll under a minute, and Wildcats are going to get out of here big winners. 48-0 on homecoming. Again, we want to congratulate Greenlee Peppers, the 2022 Miss Homecoming here for the Wildcats and Benjamin Russell High School. And Thursday night action here for the Wildcats, and hand off over here on the left side, gonna run it ahead to the 35. That should be the last play of the game. Remember, coming up, it's the Bosch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram post-game show coming up. Wildcats going to win it 48-0 here at homecoming. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Wildcats Football Network.
GillsOpelika.info. Get pre-approved in minutes online at GillsOpelika.info for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Gills Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Adams Health and Rehab in Alexander City helps you get back to life faster. When you need the best rehabilitative care following surgery, a stroke, or heart attack, Adams Health and Rehab offers a comfortable, home-like atmosphere, private suites with phone and flat screen, even a secure Alzheimer's dementia unit, and highly skilled 24-hour nursing care. Adams Health and Rehab is here for you by helping you get back to life. Adams Health and Rehab, 256-329-0847.
So you want to build a home, Build the home you want with America's Home Place. Choose from over 150 floor plans, then personalize. Tile backsplash with granite countertops? Done. A spacious bathroom you've always dreamed of? You got it. Choose every detail, floors, cabinets, even the paint color.
How about electric lime?
Can't decide? Relax. At America's Home Place, we take care of it all. It's your home. Own it. America's Home Place.
They say we live in an age of big data, where computers and fancy algorithms are supposed to know you best. But at Country Financial, we know helping you own your future requires, well, something much bigger. Contact your local Country Financial representative and start planning for your future with a personal touch.
Let me tell you about a barbecue place that's not just a barbecue place anymore. It's downtown Alexander City. It's Fire Truck Barbecue, where they have a meat and three. And when I say that, those vegetables, I'm talking about fresh vegetables, not out of the can. Now, they do a lot of catering, too. Don't you go by and see my buddy Kenneth Ledbetter and the whole crew and his lovely wife, Julie, at Fire Truck Barbecue, downtown Alexander City.
For over 80 years, the staff members of Radney and Langley Funeral Home have been friends in time of need, and we are dedicated to honoring, sharing, and preserving the amazing and inspirational stories of life.
You've got a friend.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
It's truck season at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We have an excellent supply of Chevrolet Silverados and GMC Sierras with giant discounts and low monthly payments. New Chevrolet Silverados up to $6,000 off, or payments as low as $499 a month with zero money down. GMC Sierras discounted up to $5,000 off.
Zero money down, no payments till 2023 at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Back everyone to the Bice Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram post-game show for the best selection, service, and price. Buy it at Bice. Wildcats win big here on homecoming night, 48-0 over the Chilton County Tigers. And Randy continue to improve as the year goes along, and that's what you want to see from this football team is, again, big win last week over Smith Station. 46-28. Now they put 48 on the board here. Improved to 5-1 on the season with this win. They've got Pelham on a Thursday night on the road next week, and then Briarwood back here on October 14th. Then we go back to Helena on the 21st, and then home for Valley on October 28th. So you're looking at 4 football games left on the season for this Wildcat group, and we're sitting at 5-1. Feels really good here, and the sky's the limit. I think the ceiling is very high, as you said. Haven't played our complete football game yet. Still have a lot of things to work on, which is good. When you look at the scoreboard and you won 48-0, and you say you still got a lot to work on, that's a positive.
Definitely is, and offensively tonight we were dynamic, we were explosive. We have been all season long, and we took a lot of the second half to brag on our offensive front, and I think that's the one mark that we're going to continue to talk about throughout the season. If this offensive front plays as physical as they did tonight, they give Gabe Benton some opportunities to make some plays, he's going to make them. And it's about a 6-7-headed monster out there on offense, Brett, making plays. And I just can't remember any time in this school's history. We've had some players that have matched these that we have out there, but not to the numbers that we have so far this year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's go and get down to some business here. Wildcat Play of the Game brought to you by Strickland's Watts. Wildcat play of the game, Randy. Which one you going to pick here?
I have no earthly idea, Brett. You know, most of the time I'm able to not think about it, and then you kind of throw it over to me, and I just throw one up. So, hey, I guess it's – I mean, I'll throw one, then you can another. You know, that run by Malcolm Simmons there in the first half, that first, 56-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
You know, he ran away from everybody, and he showed what we're starting to see, his growth as a running back, his ability to now run between the tackles, not just having to hit everything outside. And he goes between the tackles there for 56 yards, so there's a pretty good one.
I'm going to go back to the Corey Milner play on the back shoulder. The game was in hand, but that catch – and the way he made that play and stuck that ball across the goal line is unbelievable. So we'll go 2 there. I could have named several more, but congratulations to those 2 young men on making the Strickland Watts Wildcat play of the game. Now the Dark Insurance player of the game. Don't be in the dark about your insurance needs. Call Dark for all your personal commercial insurance needs. Who's our player of the game?
You know, it's hard not to go with Gabe Benton tonight. I mean, these stats, I think we're starting to get –
you almost need to go we're offensive and defensive.
Okay, well, D. Woods defensively was explosive. He was all over the field and made plays behind the line of scrimmage and shot out of a cannon. And D. Woods just week in and week out just gets better and better. And, you know, but here's the numbers for Gabe tonight, Brett. It's starting to become the norm. So, you know, and not too often do you get a quarterback that puts up these numbers week in and week out. But he was 20 of 27. For 294 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brett, he is now thrown for 19 touchdowns and only 2 INTs on the season. He's averaging about 285 yards a game passing the football. My friend, better enjoy it.
Yeah, well, he got this year, next year. And I mean,
better enjoy it.
So congratulations to Gabe Benton on making or being named the Dark Insurance Player of the game. So we'll send our focus to next Thursday night on the road at Pelham. So we got to go on the road. So he actually worked out pretty good, get a full week, and turn around and make the trip up to Pelham. So will be a fun football game next Thursday night. That's going to wrap it up here from the Sportsplex again on homecoming night. Wildcats win it big, 48-0 over the Chilton County Tigers. For our entire network crew, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. Well, PF. See you next time.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice. Bice Motors. A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Have you met your local Farmers Insurance agent, Patrick Holina? He proudly serves Tallapoosa County and Alexander City families and businesses and is ready to review your existing policies or provide a no-obligation quote today. Call the Holina Agency at 256-234-0037 or stop in today at 704 Commerce Drive to get smarter about your insurance. Again, that's the Holina Agency, 256-234-0037.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Flowers are the easiest way to add beauty and glamour to your home or outdoors. The Potting Shed in Auburn has everything your heart desires. You'll find an array of beautiful flowers and plants that will provide inviting pops of color and texture to any area, along with decorative pots, planters, fountains, and great gardening gifts. It's all at the Potting Shed, where elements reign supreme. Visit them today at the corner of Moore's Mill and Society Hill, or their new location on the corner of Highway 280 and North College Street in Auburn.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
John Strickland says go and buy Strickland Swats. Yes, Strickland Swats on Dadeville Road. The girls will get those great biscuits ready every day. That's Monday through Friday. Propane now every day. Pellet ice every day. And also, don't forget about the fish. Fishing tackle, bait, minnows, and worms. So you're going to get that service. Now you'll get that John Strickland service like, hey, I appreciate it. Y'all come on back to see us at Strickland Swats.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, 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 Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com. It's better at Brubaker.com.